It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through? It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through? It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through? It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through? It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the One Game Invitational Showdown. As always, I am Nepture, and I'm joined by Torix. It is day number 5, and things are looking pretty good.
Oh, first of all, thank you so much, Neptura, for the welcome. And yes, it is the day 5. We are officially somewhat on the halfway point for the complete event of One Game Invitational Showdown. This is the day 5, and after that, we will have 5 more days to go till the very
Mm-hmm.
end.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that many days if you count it. You can literally count it on your fingers. But talking about today's performances, yesterday's performances compared to that, how will it go? And Sanhok, I still can't get over the fact of the Sanhok match of yesterday. Oh, it was
Unreal.
so phenomenal and so aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
We need a Miramar of that kind.
We do. We do. Oh
We
my
do.
god, I would love that. Okay, this is everybody's prerogative today is every single match, every single game. I don't care what map it's on. Just hot drop. All of you, just do it. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah.
You guys are good enough to sort yourselves out. Especially when it comes to these points. Look at these guys here. Now all the way down to top 10. We are looking at over 100 points here. We are also seeing what amazes me, Torix, is that number 12, T2K Esports, is one of Group A,
Yes.
one of the teams that has not played for 2 days,
Yes.
and they're still top 12. So definitely, for me personally, going to be one to watch. But, it's still a fight for that top 2, moving over to the first half of that. Still a fight. There's only 5 points after all that between DRS and Igon I8.
Oh, definite. There's not a lot of I'd say points difference between these two teams, but yes, you already told that T2K as they're on the top 12 still after not playing 2 days. Their performance have been phenomenal in the first, I'd say, 2 days that they're still on the first chart. But I want to see the second chart teams. How much are they lacking? How many points difference is there to them that they still need to do something? Because it is Group A, and I think it's Group C that going to fight
Mm-hmm.
against each other. Aegon, they have completed their match. So has a DRS. But on the second chart, we
Mm-hmm.
are seeing the Genesis Esports, Horaa. There's the CMF, DTD, NB Esports. There's Matex, Leo for Miracle Vibes, alongside of Devil X Dragon, Tribe AEROMACY, Bad Intentions, and Karma. So there is still some teams from the group C that still need to do something, that still have to get bring up the performances from inside out to the matches. It's 6 matches that you can still play today. You still have the chance of going either a complete aggressive side like the Sanhok one, or you can go a complete safer side and secure some position
Mm-hmm.
points like Matex did. So so
Yes.
one of those factors,
Yeah.
we have to see how the teams are going to do. But I'm seeing Karma. Group A, Karma, once again, they are
Mm.
playing. And after the matches that they played like previously on the first 2-3 days, oh
Mhm.
no. Karma is on the
Mhm.
bottom at the bottom.
Yeah, at the very bottom. It I don't know. It seems like it's a shame they can't seem to find their footing in this tournament, but um they have 2 more days, 8 and round robin before the so still have a chance to actually get some more points. Could still do so. They're not horrendously behind, say, number 18 or anything like that. But it is like, yeah, it is looking like it's going to be an uphill climb these next 2 days. But we will be seeing who is going to be on top. NB Esports and Mapitex, 2 teams that did very well yesterday. We continue over to today's match. Oh.
Definite. There's still yes, I agree on that factor. That it is making a lot of progress. But going to the overall MVP race, let's take a look at that. DRS having 2 of their players. There's one of Team Raw and one of Team Aegon XI8. Crypto is on like the number 4. On number 3, we are seeing Giante. with 27 eliminations, 6,265 damage. Then we have Sleepy from Raw, 34 eliminations, 8,074 damage. But after that, Killer YT coming with some killer eliminations, 14 more than Sleepy, 48. The number goes up, but the damage do not go that much higher. It's only like 220, 25 damage. In fact, in the complete 2.33 MVP points, and the average survival time is not even that high, 14:57. So all of these factors in combined, Team DRS has like secured a lot of elimination point. Their primary goal was kind of on that like kind of an aggression side, I do believe so. So maybe because of that, they are like still standing on the MVP race. But DRS is not going to play today no matter what. So there is that chance for the Group A and the Group C to like actually conceive some points for themselves, make sure that they are in the next couple of days on the MVP race as well as the overall standing as well. But going to the head-to-head, it is Killer versus Sleepy. We already like talked about the hashtag number 1 and number 2, 14 points difference, 225 in total damage difference as well. But the MVP points is where the things are shining. 1.92. I mean, this guy is almost Sleepy, in fact, is almost getting 2 eliminations, whereas Killer YT is actually getting like 2.3, 2.5 eliminations, some knockouts there, right there, and like at that time to the players. But going to the head-to-head of the teams, that is DRS, the number 1 team versus the Aegon XI8. That is on the hashtag number 2. The clear-cut difference is what I'm seeing, even though 5 points we saw in the overall ranking difference. But talking about the eliminations, that's a whole lot of number.
Oh, yes, it is. My goodness me. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch. Not necessarily these two, but watch what the other teams can do. Because, of course, this is our 1 and 2. These are our teams that are taking those top spots. But you are looking at these teams not competing for the next 2 days. So there's plenty of chance to catch up. And as we saw from those overalls in the top 5, it's not really looking all that difficult to do.
It's definitely not all that difficult, I agree, but that's the one thing. You have to be consistent, and we are not seeing that kind of consistency from anyone else aside from like Aegon, and we saw with, I'd say, DRS side, but the teams that's playing today, it's Group A versus C, guys. Astra for Miracle, NB Esports, CMF, Maptex, Bad Intentions, Skyforce, IHC, A1 TMT, Genesis, Devil X Dragon, Tribe, Karma, Leo, Yeti, T2K, DTD, and Horaa Esports. And now, T2K, as they were on the top 12 position, they have a great chance, great deal, that they can secure these 6 matches for a good start for today, and maybe make their way all the way up to the top 5, maybe hashtag number 6.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, yeah, they can absolutely do that, and they certainly have a lot of matches to do so. I'm just wondering, Torix, which way this is going to go. For Group A versus B, it was super, super aggressive, constant, fights and all that sort of stuff. But then you went into Groups B versus C, and it wasn't so much. It definitely had a bit of a quieter vibe to it, despite all the action we still saw. I'm wondering now whether that is because Group A wasn't there. Maybe they have some more of that aggressive side to them that brings out the aggression in Group B. And so we may be seeing a redo of maybe day 1 and day 2 with this Group A versus C. So I would be very interested to see what the dynamic is coming into this first match and into the subsequent ones as well.
That dynamic is what's going to make the difference. And we already talked about it, like the dynamics, the player styles. We haven't seen the Group A versus C. We have so far seen the A versus B and B versus C. So another change of group is definitely going to bring some teams the better of themselves, and some teams may not be able to perform in today's matches. But once again, like I say, it's a new group, it's a new day to start the water testing scenario. You can go take the first half of the game and try to test out the abilities of your opponents. Try to make a short work of them, go for an aggressive approach, see how well are they handling those clash drops, each and everything. But yes, if they do even take that clash drops, that's one thing that they're still going to be left with the Sanhok at the end of the day. And they will have to play, no matter what the scenario is, they will have to play it on the aggressive side. And that aggression is what we want to see. From the very start till the very end, we are actually wanting to see aggression today. It is A versus C. Those teams that have prevailed their position after the first 2 days of action, they're up against the team that have been playing continuously for the past 2 days.
Yeah. They are absolutely a great point you bring up there. You know, these two groups, one has been playing for 2 days. They're happy, they're ready to go. The other group rather, hasn't been playing for 3 days because, of course, we had that break on Friday. So the last time they played was on Thursday morning. So they're definitely need to get back into the swing of things quite quickly here because, you know, we have some big teams in Group C. They're not going to allow those teams to warm up for very much longer than maybe, you know, one match.
Oh, definitely, they might not allow that. But the aggression, it's not going to stop. Who are we kidding? It's not going to stop no matter what the scenario is. Everyone wants that piece of those first elimination points, those first early aggression to themselves as well. And as the change of the group is on its way, it is A versus C. We are going to see, I can at least say the first 2 matches will be a lot aggressive than what we have seen the aggression of the first 2 matches of yesterday or the day before. And I might be wrong on that, don't judge me, but teams will go out like, oh my god, they're gonna go out like candies at that time. Someone will go to the military base, they will take the fight, some we will see the Pochinki side. And judging the Pochinki, talking about Pochinki, yesterday's Pochinki, oh no, that was it was
bad.
phenomenal. 4 teams, I think it was 5 teams there. We saw that in the Miramar last time.
Yeah, we did see that for sure. Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what places are going to be the new hot drops though, because, you know, I8, and it was always I8 and somebody else over in military, but, you know, now we don't have I8. So is another team going to take that position? Are there going to be 2 or 3 teams who go, oh, that's free, let's go there, then all just clash together? It's going to be interesting to see what these teams decide to do. There's going to be a lot of free space opened up, so yeah, I'm very curious to see how it goes. I'm also looking at chat though, Torix. I'm having a little look at who is supporting who. A lot of people saying DRS and I8, but also saying that they're not going to be playing today, so that's good. Yeah, A1 TMT in the chat there, and Horaa. So lots of support for Horaa in that chat there. So looking good, and here we are on our way in. This is what you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. We are going straight into day number 5, game number 1, Erangel.
Erangel has taken the flight, going from the northern side of the Georgia Pool. We just crossed between the Mount Everest. Now it's going to Gatka, meaning it will be ending to the southern side of the military base island. Team Leo wants to go to Gatka, but where does the rest of the teams wants to go? In today's match, we are missing 3 teams, 3 different teams. 15-team number has just joined in this match, but IHC and AST, what is going on with you guys?
What?
Alex getting a confirmation. Is IHC on the verge of being eliminated? Yes, 2 players have been annihilated. The rest 2, Demo and Rog, are the only 2 hope, and they are on the western side of the city of Georgia Pool. Okay, that's something. We don't usually see that, and we don't usually see Circle favoring the plain line. What?
Oh, that must be so nice for these teams. But I bet
I
you
know.
IHC is just dying on the inside because the one time they get a nice plane path and zone combination, they're down to 2. I'm not sure how that happened. It kind of feels like they dropped together and had better loot. But we move on to 2A versus Genesis. Now, remember, Genesis was at the top of our leaderboards in day number 1, so they have to come back and do some really good stuff here. But it's looking very even so far.
It is looking kind of even so far at this point. But Leo, no, you did not have the gun. He gets taken down at Genesis Esports. Marnet Boy comes in with the clutch, comes in with that rescue. And now 2A Scray as the final hope. Oh my god, a barrel this long and on the headshot. He connects. He confirms. He makes sure Genesis Esports is also receiving the same plenty of damage that they have received. Another one goes down. This guy, and this guy's a 7.76 ammo is not making anyone happy at this point. But Smile Top G makes the less work of him, and there we finally go. They almost had it. They almost panicked, Genesis Esports, at this time. But 2 Astra finally, but leastly, they're the first one to get the confirmation from this match.
Yeah, GG's there. It was a good effort as Rogue now goes down. IHC just down to a solo, and he's super low health. He's got all 4 now on his side. He's just going to have to take the bullet and just go down. IHC in a plot twist, certainly for this first game, we are looking at IHC going out second.
They're the second one to get eliminated, but military base, this is one place we do not get any kind of like non-existing fights. We do actually get a lot of fights here, and even this time
we do.
I think all the 4 days it has been a constant fight in the military base island. Even right now in the day 5th, we are seeing that DXT versus 4MV, they're up against each other. 1 elimination in the contrast of 2 elimination that 4MV has secured for themselves. So the fight is kind of favoring the 4 Miracle vibes, slightly tilting towards that side, but they have to be careful of that too, that factor too, that they have even lost one of their players. They cannot like look each and every direction, but Apex's grenade is finally going to take Malaboy down. Doc is super low in that HP. The player has been spotted. He takes the player down almost. And Nabio, you had it. You had the player in your clutch. But after that, 4MV, Epic, Doc both came in and got that final elimination as well. 4 eliminations to the team 4MV, and just a single player being eliminated, Baron. But the 4 elimination, that trade-off that they have secured, it's definitely going to help them. 4MV, they were on, like, I do believe they were on the 2nd page. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this is going to be a good start if that's the case.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it is the case. They were, I think, maybe 20th, something like that. They didn't really join us for yesterday, as they could have done. So, yeah, they are slightly behind in terms of matches played. But, yeah, it is a good result for them, a good way to start off the day, and certainly a fairly good trade-off. I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose a player that early on in the game, but to lose one to get 4 points, that's pretty darn good. And as a trio, you can get a lot done. So GG's for MV, looking good so far. Interesting, though, Yasnaya, not a single soul there.
Yeah, there's not a literal soul at Yasnaya Poliana, but I'm not seeing that kind of aggression that I was expecting by these teams at that time. We are kind of going after the first 3 teams elimination, kind of in a passive scenario. Everyone has their own designated location. Nobody wants to like move towards anyone's vicinity to take the fights like we saw in the previous days. Whereas the teams at that time were kill hungry. They were trying to find the players to take those fights. But today Today is a passive start for the teams. If it's a clash drop, it's a clash drop. You can't do anything. You take the fight. Other than that, you do not go interrupt anyone in their city. Even right now, Team Leo is kind of doing a great, like, I'd say, thing going to the Mount Everest side. Yesterday, it was kind of contested. We saw multiple teams, 3-4 different teams coming in here, taking the fights at that time. And even if that's the scenario today, it is going to be a great one, and Team Leo might have the better advantage of that. But so far, AST, 4MV, and Genesis are the only 3 teams that have engaged themselves in a fight, and they have won their fight whatsoever.
They have indeed, and you're looking at, I mean, it is busy, but it's actually pretty quiet, you know? There's not a whole lot of teams in the vicinity of each other. They're fairly spread out. They're just trying to make their rotation inwards. Skyforce is the only one that may have some clashes coming up. As you do see, AST has a knocked player there. Drsgaming going to go ahead and get that finish. Yep, that's going to be going on down. So that's AST down to 3. Remember, they had the 4 eliminations on to IHC, so they started with a good day. They don't want to continue to lose players here, because that just wouldn't be good, you know? But I think we know that. I think we all know that. We are looking, though, at mostly full squads. Only the top 3 have had those big fights and lost 1 player each. So looking not too bad there. iOS down to 2, it looks like. Not sure how that happened. We didn't really see, but it could be Genesis. I'm not sure who they lost that player to. That's interesting. Oh no, they didn't lose a player. Okay, they came in as a trio and have won. Okay, never mind. Don't mind me, everybody. But Bad Intention making their rotation in through to Ruins down to the south side. This could be a good one as well for them, and certainly excellent against those players that are coming in through Rozhok, through school, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, looking quite good there. We're going to be finding that circle coming on through in just a little bit. Bad Intentions, yeah. Bad Intentions and Yeti, who I think are actually harmed. But Skyforce top got a nice little angle, but Drsgaming goes down instead. That's not the result they were wanting at all. Drsgaming gets taken out immediately there, so Skyforce not going to be able to get away with it.
Oh, definitely. Skyforce is not going to be able to get away with this. But AST, they have outperformed themselves here from this kind of an angle, from this kind of a distance against the Team Skyforce. They take one down. They take the second one down as well. Oh, no. Things are looking grim for this team right now. It's up to top and icy. But the red dots... are they going to, like, do something for that? Are they going to be able to get a knockout? Genesis Esports says otherwise near the team on Bad Intentions. They get a knock. CMF, this guy, Bad Intention CMF, gets 1 player knocked out, but will it get a confirmation? Will they have the confirmation on themselves? That's the biggest thing, because still there's water. There's a lot of a viable area that the player might get into the car, go there to rescue his own teammate, and actually that's what's happening. But Yumzai is trying his best to take the player down with the shots, with the fire. He does a lot of damage, but that's all. That's all. He cannot get the knockout done or the confirmation done. But Team Leo versus the Team EST finally happening. An M416 spray hitting the player. AST, one player gets knocked out at the same time. Leo has a single player, Himson down as well. AST receiving a third-party angle, whereas there were Skyforce taking the fight with the Team AST. Now it's suddenly Leo. And Skyforce, I am definitely sure they're going to let this opportunity not go by. They're going to let the fight happen. They might even try to take down some knock picks on the confirmation. And there we go. Slipknot receiving the damage from Skyforce, but he misses. The guy misses. Okay, what was that kind of a smoke? He threw it on his player. It bounced off him, goes back away. But in the meanwhile, oh no, there's a lot of fights that's happening, Neptura. Not just this 3 teams, but on the other side, there's the Team Bad Intentions that's taking the fight. There's the Skyforce that wants to engage in this one or not.
Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a little bit of a 3-way here. Let's see. SF down to a duo. Okay. So, oh, wait, hang on. It might be a four-way fight in a second. CMF have just rolled in, just decided, hey, you know what? This sounds like a great opportunity for us to get some points, and it might well be. And Leo, you can see them. They're trying their best to defend somewhere, but they're not sure which way to turn first, and they're gonna try and get rid of this new threat. I like this idea a lot, but unfortunately they're gonna get backstabbed no matter what they do here. Yeah, Leo gonna go down very, very quickly there between the two teams, so GG's. But I do like what Leo did there. They saw the new threat and they went, no, we need to stop that in its tracks rather than going the other direction. So I do appreciate what they tried to do there, but they were really caught between a rock and a hard place. But that's okay. Tribe AEROMACY, they're going to be here. They're going to be waiting. 9 eliminations on the board so far.
Wait,
4 of
what?
them going over to Slayer. So definitely a really, really good start for them. AOS just down to a solo at the moment in the blue zone, I can see there. And SF, interesting, they've not tried to push this yet. They are happy to stay in that compound, hold until the next zone or until well, they have to move, so it's not going to be the end game for them, but that might be why they decided not to go with that. CMF still alive, still here to tell the tale. They're just a duo now. That push did not go their direction, didn't go their way the way they wanted it to. DTD and NB Esports, though, looking kind of good here. Horaa on the outside, though, having a big, long rotation round to the south side, which I really do appreciate.
Oh, but my question is still, how did they get the 9 elimination? When did they get the 9 elimination? Because I was not paying attention to that. It's suddenly, in a blink of an eye, we go to them and okay, they have 9 eliminations. What? That doesn't how it works, but for MV near the team DTD, oh no, he doesn't even know. Psycho, he has not even the slightest idea that there is a player in the compartment, but Nobbin gets a volley down. It's all up to Apex. As soon as Apex realizes that I'm the only guy, he instantly changes his gun back to the DBS. He wants to make sure that he gets a player down, but from the backside, Voke said, okay, let's get you down out of the match as well. DTD having the 3 eliminations. They took down another team. 4 Miracle is out of the match, and we are down after the 14-minute marker. Just on the top 9 teams, 26 players.
Yes, indeed. I mean, we are almost 14 minutes in, and we've only lost half the lobby. But at the same time, we've already lost half the lobby, and it's only stage 3. So definitely an interesting game to watch unfold. They're being aggressive at the beginning. They're not hesitating to take fights, but at the same time, they're being super cautious, super careful with how they play this. They want to make sure they have the best strategic position possible for that late game.
Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful nade onto Refuse, though. Genesis, Nat Boy coming back in it with those nades. And remember, Genesis, one of those teams that is in Group A. They've not played for a good long while, so this is really good stuff from Genesis. 5 eliminations, 3 still up. That's going to make it 6. Now just Meditex has to do something, or they can just push them away, just kind of fend them off and not get knocked again, because they're in a really good position in this zone.
So far, yes, the position-wise, they are in a good position, but they also have to, like, I do believe, move in the circle. Every team right now that is on the Jojo pool, the containers, or even the squad house, they have to, like, change their position to somewhat near the Gatka region. But Skyforce, oh no, top is the final and only hope, and he has the AUG in his hand. Things are looking so grim for the team Skyforce right now. DTD also on the southern side of the corner of the circle, trying to like loot the crates that they made for themselves. And now as there's a third party near the team DTD, AST is actually approaching slowly and steadily. Skyforce tops, grenade hits the player. It does a lot of damage, a little bit of damage on okay, there we go. Bahoon has a grenade, he's gonna throw it. Will it hit? It is a mini red zone fight because both of the teams are actually like staying their distant. They're throwing the grenades, they're trying to like initiate a knockout with those throwables. But okay, one player gets knocked down as Skyforce top says Okay, let me take that for myself, and he takes it down. He steals that elimination right off the face of the team DTD, but DTD do not like that, did not like that. They go straight in with the Skyforce and took them down as well. Skyforce out of the match on the hashtag number 8, and top 7 is on our screen. Matex, Horaa, NBE Sports, and Genesis have 3 players intact. In fact, Horaa and DTD has a complete squad to their name. Aside from that, we are seeing Team BIT, Bad Intentions, and CMF with the duo. The rest of them are a complete trios.
They are indeed, and most of them looking at that zone have to move in, so we're gonna start seeing a lot of chaos coming in here. Genesis has a great location over onto Mavitex there. They're actually looking really good to gatekeep this, but they do have to move into zone themselves, so they gotta be super quick with it. There they go. Now here comes the spray, but Mavitex looking to take a really long rotation out of it. Yeah, trying to keep out of their way, but it's not really working. They're gonna have to do something else. Oh, but MBS takes out Jiro. Mabitex goes on out. That's gonna be CMF taking them out one at a time there with that car explosion. That is unfortunate for Mabitex. They didn't have much of an option there. They got a little too surrounded. They tried to make it work and it just did not. So GG's there. Oh, and we have an in the lobby. Let's go.
Oh,
Sick. Getting taken out with an I love it. But DTD now going to be moving on in very quickly. Super dominant today. We don't normally see things like this from DTD, and they're just going at it. They do not care who they go up against. A beautiful nade. Now Fizzboy is 1 HP, and he is the only one surviving.
It is the final hope for the team, but there goes a Molotov. It might hit, it might not. It didn't.
It's got to, right?
Fun fact for that, it didn't hit. It actually, like, they missed the molly, and the player has the enough chance of going out of this area, but as soon as he's going to try and come out of the back, he's going to receive a lot of shots. He gets taken down, but not before taking at least 2 down. Wait, he took 2 knockouts down before even getting out. Okay, there's the team CMF that's actually has a Psycho down. So it was not just him, NBE Sports, that actually took 1 player down. It was Electro as well. But Psycho, now with this, I don't think he has the opportunity. He has the luxury of being revived because Electro is actually pushing in, and he's going to confirm that elimination as soon as possible. But he's behind the car, so there's still that viable area that he can be in a safer position, safer side. Bouquet trying his best. But Electro says, I'm just going to take that car. I'm just going to sprint out of here. And look at that. He actually manages that. He's actually in the safer side. But Horaa taking team Bad Intentions down in the meanwhile. It is over for them. We are down to the top 4 teams in the 19-minute marker. Electro trying. Bahoon has an in the hand. Can he make the connectivity with that On the backside, we are seeing Nobbin as well. The random shots are all it's going to take down the Electro, and that it does. Electro is down on his knees. He's confirmed, and now just the 12 players are remaining. Every team like somewhat has 3 players averagely, but that's not average. CTD, Horaa, complete squad. Genesis 3-man, and CMF in the midst of them all. A solo. Dante, can you do it? Can you survive till the top 2? Because you also have to move in the circle.
That's going to be a real tough one because he does have Genesis right behind him as well. And I think Genesis kind of knows he's there. They have a solo right on him as DTD looking super duper dominant in this game. They've had a brilliant build up of momentum coming through. They've done this super duper well. And now they're looking for more. This is what is really what you would look for in a team, is that once they have that momentum, they start spreading out. They just don't go to zone. They start looking for those eliminations. They start looking for those solos, those off angles. They do it all themselves. So looking very, very good. And you know what? They got 10 eliminations to show for it. Make that possibly 11 coming in here. CMF Esports going to go out there. We are at our top 3 in stage 5. Genesis, Horaa, and D2D.
Oh, the top three fights are finally happening. Horaa taking one down of the team DTD. Oh no, the team that had a complete squad now is receiving a lot of damage from the other team that is a complete squad as well. So squad versus a duo is on our screen right now happening. 33 percentage, 40 percentage. Okay, there we go. 40, 40, and 20% of chances by all of these teams. But the circle is actually going to go away from all of these players. It's actually going to go to the complete centralized position. Now, every single one of them has to move, has to use their car, utilize it, take that circle for themselves. But whosoever is actually going to try to like take the circle first and foremost, I think he's going to be spotted by every other team, every other player, and be shotted at.
He sure will, but yeah, this is going to be a difficult one for DTD to actually win off the back of this. They still do have that full squad, but the problem is, okay, they are kind of in zone at the moment. They're definitely in zone, but probably not the best spot considering Horaa has such a good handle on this zone. It is looking like they're trying to find one entrance. They may have found actually a really good angle here, but it's something they're going to have to really work towards because Horaa definitely have it kind of sat down a little bit, but no, Genesis gonna go down to a solo here. Horaa, they did get knocked. One did get knocked to an there. DTD gonna roll on in. This is really, really good work from DTD. They've made it come back to themselves. Another knock there as they were trying. Horaa just getting dismantled here by these buggies. They've turned this around. I really thought Horaa had the upper hand on this one, but it's not looking that way. They are going to get their 12th elimination there, so just down to a duo now for Horaa. It's gone massively out of their favor. Where are you shooting? What? Oh, gets one though. Oh, gets another. Gets that confirmed. DTD now just down to a duo for some reason. Oh, it's not gone super well there. We are going to be seeing them just still a duo, but it is now a 1v2v1. DTD still have the upper hand here.
Oh, they still definitely have the upper hand here, but DTD, they have to be like, they have to know the fact that they're actually going outside the circle. They're doing the somewhat of the same mistake that I accrued yesterday, going out the circle, taking the fight. There might be a team that can take the advantage of that, but Bahoon OP has a grenade in hand. 3 more to go, but finally he realizes that he needs to get inside of that circle. He finally does that. He gets into the car. He makes his way. Nobody else is in the circle. That's the best thing that DTD can actually achieve for themselves. Backside, we are seeing Genesis Esports finally taking one down of the team of Horaa. The other one, Satan Essence, in fact, is the final hope, but there we go. Car rammed down. DTD, that's 13 elimination for you guys, and it is a 1 versus 2 against the team Genesis Esports, in which case Genesis Esports' last player, Marnet Boy, has also been spotted. Both angles have been covered for this guy. The circle's actually approaching. He might deny his elimination, or he might go out trying, and he goes out trying. Bahoon gets the final nail in the coffin. It is a wonderful winner chicken dinner for the team DTD.
It is certainly a great win. A great way to start off the day. That was so dominant. I think that's got to be the most aggressive, the most controlling game we've seen from them so far. Really, really well done. Just the momentum they had coming through there, the use of the vehicles to intimidate teams, to control the zone, to be everywhere at once was really nicely done. And I do actually appreciate that player staying outside the circle for a little bit to throw some nades towards the other teams there before going in himself, because to me that says, oi, I don't want you to actually get into zone, so I'm going to kind of distract you. I'm going to stop you from getting inside zone by chucking some nades. Now you have to dodge for cover. You can't get into zone. You can't get into your buggies, your vehicles, whatever.
Yeah.
And now as the zone comes in, now you have to start thinking about that. They had no time to think about where they wanted to go, so they really just ruined these teams' chances by actually doing that. So very, very well played.
Oh, that was definitely a well-played match for the team DTD. They did not even let the opportunity to the other teams to try and get in even inside of that circle. Before even the circle actually closed on, they were like completely done with the fight. And I think the moment they like secured that circle for themselves, it was over for the other ones. Whosoever took that control first had the dominance over everybody else at that time. And DTD realized that. They knew at that time that they had the man advantage, they had the position advantage, they had the upper ridges. So why not try to take that fight? They did that. It got them the winner of a chicken dinner. And because of this, and now they have a more than I think 15 eliminations, if my math is correct, if my eyes were right at that time. And I think I saw almost 15 close by to that. We have to see how many did they got. And after this winner in a chicken dinner, on what standing are they even like placed upon because of this winner chicken dinner after this victory of the first match? There are still 5 more matches to go, still, no doubt, and the other teams will try their level best as well, but you have to be consistent. This is the first match that you have been consistent on the day number 5, and you have to make sure you maintain this consistency. You have to make sure that you do not let the other teams have the opportunity to take you down early in the match. You do not want that. Oh, no, 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 no. And clash drops, they're definitely going to happen. No doubt on that. But you have to disengage. You have to know where to engage and where to disengage at what time.
Yeah, that is super important. You know, you can't just take every fight that you see. It's just not going to go well for you. That's where you see a lot of quote unquote passive teams. You know, you see the DRSs, even Skyforce to some extent will do that because, you know, it's seen as passive, but actually it's not. It's just making sure they only take the fights that they need to or that they can win. You know, if they don't need to take a fight, they're not going to. Why would they? They're just going to lose players, potentially get third-partied. It's not going to be a good idea. So it's too much of a risk when you can focus on keeping your squad up and alive and then going for the kill later on in the game. So what a lot of people see as passive, I just see as strategy. So I do appreciate that coming in. And I think for these guys in particular, after such a big game, it's going to be a 24-point game for them coming in here, 13th place overall now. I'm thinking for me personally, the rest of the day, consistency for them is going to be consistent top 8s, top 7s with 4 or 5 kills. That's all they need to do now, I think. They're really not going to be looking for the top 3 every single time. Sometimes if you end up doing that, you hype yourself up a bit too much, or you get too paranoid about, oh, well, we have to do this, and you end up dying very, very early on. So if they can just relax, go, hey, we want to get, let's say, okay, we want to get top 5 every single time. The way these games have been going, if you just let players do their thing, it's going to be fairly easy, right? Because we've been saying top 5 by stage 4 to stage 5. It's not hard. You just have to take those initial fights, win those initial fights, and then leave the rest of the lobby to do their own thing.
8 rescues? Excuse me there. Excuse me there at that time. 8 just
for real.
What is even teams are thinking? There's 15 teams. 15. That's not a small number, and of the 15 teams multiplied by 4, you only managed to rescue 8 players? What? No. This has to be a joke at this time. Teams are trolling.
Right?
From this point onward. 24 after that. Genesis Esports once again on the consistent side. 16 points. There we go. Horaa doing a great job as well. 9 points. AST with the same 9 points. EMF with 7. Team BIT 4. 4 for NB. 4 for Skyforce. Same with 4 MB. But Leo, after that, getting 2 points. Mapetex, DXD, 2 Astra, just with 1, and AOS, IHC, not even securing a single elimination or the position point for themselves. But DTD, that was a great start for you guys. You got like a great aggression going on. And like as Neptura said, you don't have to overthink, because every overthinker gets like, okay, I'm not gonna go that way, but that's gonna go real dark. But yes, you don't have to overthink of your strategy. Just to have have
Yeah.
a strategy, go with it, and make sure you do not waver from that. Mernet Boy, 5 eliminations, 853. That's justified. There we go.
Mhm.
Genesis Esports, not securing that top position, but yes, MVP race, they are on the top. Damage-wise, Genesis Esports is lacking
Sheesh.
500 damage behind, but yes, DTD,
Mhm.
they have outperformed themselves in this match, not even just on the eliminations, but on the damage as well.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely have, and I think that's where you're starting to see those low number of revives, because you do that much damage and you confirm every single one. 14 and 2-2-2-3-3-7 match up exactly. So they were finishing every single knock they got. Same with that other team there, 9 eliminations as well. So you're looking at a fair bit of damage, but also people just making sure those knocks are theirs for sure. So definitely a much stronger
Yep.
sort of position we're seeing here. Yesterday we saw far more revives and things like that. So today it looks like they're taking no prisoners.
All right now, but the first match is done and dusted, guys. Make sure you hit that like if you haven't done so, and subscribe to the channel. And we will be going on a short break before we move to the match number 2. So stay here, stay connected. We will be back.
It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through?
Welcome back, everybody, to the One Game Invitational Showdown. We had a fantastic game in Game 1, and we are looking for a repeat of that in Game 2. But of course, it isn't going to be Erangel, it is going to be Miramar. Can DTD actually make that a double back-to-back, or at least super consistent like we talked about? And he's muted. There you go. Nope, still muted. Oh, and he's gonna refresh. We're gonna wait for him to come right back here. Yeah, so nope, you're not back. You're not back. What's going on?
Back. Come
there
on.
you go.
There
We're
you go.
good.
I'm back.
Yeah, there we
go. It's not every day this kind of thing happens, but yes, I need them to be consistent. I don't need them to be getting those back-to-back chickens, but I need the consistency of those eliminations, those elimination points that they can secure. Even if they get eliminated at like what, 5, 6, maybe even top 4. They still have like 6 eliminations, 7 eliminations. That's enough. That is more than enough for the next 5 matches that they're going to secure for themselves. And that's what's going to make even the consistency for them. I do believe so. And aside from that, the rest of the teams, how well they play, like Genesis Esports, my heart is with them too, because the first day that they actually played, the very first day, they had a really good consistency. But today, once again, we are seeing that kind of a consistency from their side as well. Going to the match number 2. Okay, the plane line is going from the south side of the Los Leons all the way to the ruins.
Yes, indeed. Oh, look. Hang on. All those teams that just jumped in 2 large groups. Everybody's going to Chumacera. We got at least 2 groups going there. We've got at least 2 going to Picado, 2 to Los Leones, and 3 down to those Los Leones south side cliffs there. So, wow, this is going to be a really, really interesting Miramar. What a way to start.
A great way to start the Miramar match. Los Leons 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing 3 teams there. Then we are seeing 2 teams at the Picado, but the circle says otherwise. Goes completely to the El Azhar side. Cruz del Valle, it's in the circle as well.
Whoa,
so a
yeah.
hard northeastern circle shift. Oh, it's going to hurt a lot of teams, and 4MV is there to take that hurt on the team AST. They take 1 down.
Revenge.
It is a confirmation. This is the 2nd elimination that 4MV is going to receive. There we go, a 3rd one on their name. Can they get a 4th? Can they get a complete wipeout on the team? On the other side, we're seeing DXD, IHC, Skyforce also taking those fights. Oh, what? Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Oh, that is...
Come on.
That is... Wow, that's definitely putting a little bit too much faith into that rifle there, but he's going for it. Look at these guys. They know he's the solo player. Definitely a big revenge fight for the last game. Of course, AST won out that time. Zio is waiting for him, though. He knows that they're coming after him, and he has an automatic. Ooh, that's going to be hard. He's just going to try and bait him out because now he's got his teammate with him. Nice little dodge and weave there. Oh, he does get knocked, but the nade comes in. AST go out, and 4 Miracle Vibes are back to themselves.
Oh, but they lost one of their player too, and that is not a good one, because a moment ago they were a complete squad. They had the 3 elimination instantly. As soon as we saw that, they got 1 player knocked out. Confirmation from that Scar. Now with this, the rest of the teams, we are seeing them kind of like even trying to take the fight. Even DXD, you can see IHC, they're up against these 2 teams, but the fight's not happening. Rogue, Demo, Alex, they're just waiting for the opportunity that DXD makes their first move now from this point, that they make a slight mistake. We can capitalize on that or not. But yes, Team DXD, after that first initial elimination, they are definitely going to go for some of the aggression. Rogue taking some damage, giving some damage on towards the players, but that's about it. That's about it. As soon as the DXD has a complete trio, complete squad in a single compound, I think it's going to be over for the team IHC at that time. Rogue cannot do anything, but aside from this grenade, if he gets at least one down, there is a slight chance of doing something, and he does that. He confirms, he makes the knock work. He's going to rush. But where is his team players? Where is his team that's going to give him, provide him the cover, that's going to push together with him? And there we go. Alex is here. The Molotov is on the stairs. They cannot push, giving enough time to the Team DXDs to give the revival to heal the players back up to the 75% HP. But he just missed. He just crossed right beside the player. He's outside.
He's on the ledge. Oh no. That was really smart from DXD there.
Oh my god. There we go.
Oh,
One
it's
down,
all
two
looking
down.
very bad.
Two down.
Ooh.
Two
Okay.
down before.
Okay. That was really well played by Devil Dragons here, to be honest. They just waited. I see, I'm not sure what they were doing. I mean, I know what they were doing, right? They were pushing the building, they were pushing the squad. That's fine. But DXD did not do anything until they were all in the space they wanted them to be in, and then they made their strike. So really, really well timed, well patiented out there. Love to see it. As we look over to TZ, looking good. Oh, we're not looking so very good, honestly. I mean, they've lost one just now. So NB Esports going to be grabbing an elimination over in El Pozo. Now, they have taken a little bit of time to get to this fight just because El Pozo is so huge. They went on two different sides, so we will be seeing them moving on in bit by bit, but they've got a long way to go, Torix.
They definitely got a long way to go. I agree on that, but the fight, I don't think that's actually going to happen against the Team NB and the T2K at this time. And both of these teams, in fact, they know this, that unless they get into the close range quarters, which they have to be really, really take the risk of getting eliminated as they're trying to move into the open area. So auto aim CMF, he's trying to get into the compound, have the upper ridge, upper ledge against some of the teams, but 1100 meters, that's the distance. That's the complete distance that they have to cross over to themselves to get into the circle. But there we go. Auto aim gets one player down of the Team NB Esports after the first initial elimination onto themselves, Alpha. Now they have already made the equilibrium, but oh no, Fist Boy, the position Fist Boy has, it was completely on the top of the building, and even right now, he's not moving, he's not getting it down from that building. That building, I don't even know how he got on the top ridge, on the top ledge, but he's somehow there. He is somehow on the top and waiting for the opportunity that he can provide to his team. NB Esports still, once again, on the equilibrium side. A1TMT versus the Team DXD. Can they get Mighty down? Can they get him down? The answer is yes.
That was nice.
Mamba says yes. There's the knock. DXD kind of moving into the panicking situation because Mamba Boy has also been taken down. It's up to the last two players of the DXD to do something for themselves. Aside from that, almost all the players of the DXD is out.
Yeah, really nice. We're continuing to have these third parties coming in here. TMT, Mad Cat. Oops, sorry. They're going to be making this third party in, and I think there's a different team, a third team waiting in the wings outside as well. So going over to TZ and NB Esports, they really do want to start getting this fight done with. You've also got Genesis and BIT in the background as well, having their own fight. I think that's more in zone though. So lots of stuff popping off right now. As we look at this nade, oh, that could be a really nice nade. Does a little bit of damage, I'm sure, but not enough. He's gonna get backstabbed. Hey is gonna go ahead and get taken out. 0 eliminations there. TZ not looking too good.
TZ is definitely not looking too good right now at this time. But oh no, Skyforce, a great start, a great starting scenario for themselves. Leo is kind of in the close vicinity. He can take the fight, but the Skyforce, you have to get together. You have to go together on the players, because Leo has got a knockdown on your guy. Action is on his knees. It might be a confirmation on the player. And oh no, KSTMT, A1TMT, the last guy, he's also surviving against Team Leo. Genesis Esports versus the Team Bad Intentions. It's happening. 2A Krita taking the Skyforce almost down. A1TMT out of the match. In the meanwhile, Leo getting all of those eliminations, but Team Bad Intentions going to them against the Team Genesis Esports. Let's see what's going to happen. Orbit gets taken down. Bad Intentions, Sanchir is the last and only hope, and everything is on his shoulder. He throws the grenade. Oh my god, you threw that too hard. You had the adrenaline. You threw that too hard, my man. You have to not throw it that hard. It might hit the player, and there we go. It hits that. This time, Sanchir finally gets the knockdown as soon as the player gets back up. But it is a 1v3. There's not a lot of opportunity that you can get for yourself. Just the opportunity that you have to wait out for the situation, Genesis Esports to push on you, and then maybe you will have the chance of taking those eliminations on towards the player.
It's gonna be a rough one though. 1v3. He tries to do it, but he just doesn't have those angles on board. Bad Intention X, they are gonna be taken out there. 0 eliminations despite everything. As Skyforce does get 1. Yes, gets 2. Action coming in finally. That was really messy from Skyforce, but Action gets the job done. They have lost Nurzet again, and Top is just gonna try and crawl his way across the road there, but they get it done in the end. Skyforce have 4 points on the board. Nicely done them. Leo now having some issues as they go up against DXD. Just everybody's here all at once. Leo is that team that were just waiting in the wings, but I think they've waited a little too long, Torx. I mean, look how far they have to go. 3,000 meters.
Oh, definite 3,000. That's a very, very big number that they have to cross. And imagine their car runs out of the gas. Oh no,
exactly.
that's going to be chaos. That's going to be a nightmare at that time. But yes, 11 minutes into the match and just 11 teams left. We have lost so far 5, maybe 6 teams into the match, but the circle, oh my god. Tierra Blanca, El Azhar, the only 2 cities in the circle. Aside from that, all the corner sides, even if I'm talking about El Azhar and Tierra Blanca, both cities are on the complete corners. The middle areas, the side areas, they're all out in the open. Nobody's also looking at a car trying to shoot down Team Leo's player outside the circles. And these guys that are actually outside 3,000 meters outside the circle, I think they have lost their momentum. They have given up trying to get inside of that circle, and they're just waiting out for the opportunity that they can at least take someone out with them, make them suffer out the circle. But no, I don't think that's a possibility. Nobody might have the gas fuel cans in his backpack or even the backseat of the car. But Liquid, ooh, that's a juicy headshot on towards the player. You get 1 down. Now Team Leo can easily move into the circle. They don't want to have anything against the fights, so they're just leaving the opportunity to the play zone to actually confirm out the player. But I think one player has finally ran out of the gas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think Leo it got a little bit too out of hand there. They were like, okay, well, we just finished this. Okay, well, let's just finish this. Okay, well, we can just get this one guy, right? Before getting into zone. Yeah. And so it's gotten just longer and longer. Horaa need to do something with this game. I really want them to show us what they got when they get that zone. We almost saw good things coming in from them in the last game, but I think they just weren't quite preemptive enough to clear that ridge, so they lost out to 3rd place. So they have the opportunity here. Everybody else is busy just trying to get in zone, just bare minimum here. So I would really like Horaa to be able to spread out across the northern side of that zone and get some angles going. But for now, AOS Esports going to be going up against NB. Some really nice nades coming through there, but 4MV going to be charging through. So that's another team to worry about as well. AOS, they're on the very edge of zone, and they are going to get gate kept by 4MV if they're not careful. Oh wait, never mind. They're getting sandwiched between them and SF. Hang on.
No. No. Come on. Corner fights again? You have all the circle and the teams decide to go for a corner fight for MV versus the team Skyforce. Skyforce as a third party, Matex gets them down. Top is on his knees. Jiro, the guy that survived the longest in the past couple of days. He's the guy that even got that knockdown. Right now, down on towards the player. Action trying to get into close to the team AOS. Can he get the confirmation? The answer is yes. This is the 5th elimination that the team is going to receive. But Team 4MV, they are still together. Baron, Epics, they're together. A single wrong move from Action side is going to cost him his life as well. Genesis, the Esports, they're taking the fight. Leo losing a lot of their players to the play zone, but Nabin denying his elimination to not just the play zone, but to him, like the other team. Molotoving himself. He just gave himself a +1 kill for some reason. I don't know why. But yes, Team Skyforce, AOS, they're together. There's the Team 4MV. Matex taking once again fight with the Team Skyforce. AOS getting those eliminations. Okay, Matex's kills have been finally confirmed.
They have indeed. AOS there, that one solo. I like what they did. I like what Skyforce did. They do get eliminated, but I think they were just spread a little bit too far. They got into a really busy part of zone. Someone's got to go out. But I do like what they did there. You know, they went around, flanked over on to AOS's side, and then went down onto 4MV. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work because Mabitex is just too good with that long range, so that is unfortunate. But it was a good plan nonetheless. But 4MV up as 7 eliminations at the moment, which is a really, really good score for halfway through the game. They're about to make it 8. Let's go. Baka going on down. That is going to be AOS just down to that solo player left. And in fact, we've got a lot of solos. I don't think that's very surprising, but it's still a larger number, right? Half the lobby is currently just up as a solo, so not that many players left. I think Mabtech's looking to maybe do something with this. They are pushing forward, which is interesting because I'm not entirely sure that the zone is going to go in this direction. It has been going north so far, so I think that's going to be continuing that trajectory up.
Maybe, maybe not, but the teams that I want to talk about, the teams that have like a trio, a squad, and they need to like find a way inside of the center of the circle at this point. I'd say as soon as possible. Yeet. But there we go. 4MV Apex comes in, and AOS. It is over. Yes, that was a yeet moment that he actually did. He just slammed that. Oh my god, devious right on his face. A single shot was enough. But Genesis Esports, 7 elimination to their name. Looking at the team CMF, CMF is also a solo player. But Team Horaa with the duo, they have finally got their hand on their first elimination. A somewhat of a start for the Team Horaa as well. DTD still surviving in this match as a 2 elimination marker. I think they heard me. They need 4 or 5 eliminations and to be on the top 5, 6. They're doing that.
Yeah, for sure. As we look at Mabitex continuing, this is what I like. This is what DXD did, or DTD rather did in the last game. You know, using those angles, using their vehicles to get across large parts of the circle. It is going to go in their favor for the most part. I think that circle is centralizing a little bit. So, yeah, they're going to be looking to get into zone, but at least they've got that spread to do it with. They continue that dominance through into zone number 5 here. Yeah, you can see it just there. It's going to be difficult, actually, for Mabitech. So you can see there's that tiny sliver of ridge there on the inside of the circle, but otherwise, the real high ground is all over at 4MV's position. So you see Rifus gonna try and see what he can do with that. But 4MV, they gotta be careful here. They could definitely dominate over Mabtex, but they're only a duo. They got 2 teams behind them. It's gonna be a difficult one for them to try and do.
It is definitely, I agree on that, but oh no, 4MV Baron. That was a fine shot from Fistboy's prone down spray. It did not give the time to the player to actually do anything and just get eliminated at that time. But now he has given out his position to another team, and I think that is none other than Team Horaa Esports. Satan Essence is looking, I think, in the same direction, but Fistboy also has a slight idea that there might be the player on the top of the ridge, and Satan Essence sees him first, gets the elimination. NB Esports out of the match on the hashtag number 8 with just the 7 eliminations to their name. Maptex and Genesis Esports, these are the only 2 teams I believe has the best chance of securing that winner chicken dinner against everybody right now at this time. 4MV, yes, 9 eliminations are there, but still, the solo player is not going to help you that much. Leo, 5 elimination, the solo player. 2 eliminations for the team DTD, a solo player. CMF, not even a single elimination and just a solo player. Oh no, that's where the things get really grim at that time. But yes, Team Horaa Esports as a duo, they're moving inside of that circle. DTD is being oh no, sneaked upon by Team Leo. Yip yo ho. Oh no, Liquid, can you reach? This is interesting. A level 3 helmet, level 3 vest. This guy has a full arsenal. And I think he even heard the sound. I think he has heard the sound. So has the team DTD as well. So both of the players are definitely going to try. And there we go. The gun change is definitely going to give out the location of the player. Liquid comes and he gets out. DTD out of the match just with the 2 elimination. And they are on the hashtag number 6. We are down to the top 5 teams. Finally, 11 players into the lobby, but there's still a lot of solos.
There are a lot of solos. GG's to DTD. They did that well. They, like we said, they're top 6 with a couple of eliminations. That's not a bad start, and they are being consistent with that. So nicely done on their side. Apex looking super low there. Mabtex trying to get rid of him rather, and Horaa on the other side. Horaa have done this better, but I like what Mabtex have done. They've actually gone over to this ridge. Unfortunately, the zone is not going to be nice to them today. It has gone away from them as Leo gets taken out there. Apex starting to do some damage over onto Mabtex, and Horaa is trying to do the same thing here. Apex just caught in the middle of them, so he can only lay low, wait for these teams to stop doing their thing. But I don't think he's going to take that sitting down. He's going to try and get some of that work put in.
Oh, he's definitely going to try that, at least. But Sirius from Maptex is actually aggressing upon the Team 4MV. I don't think he actually knows the exact location of the Team 4MV, but there we go. Epix is going to throw a grenade. Sirius is going to receive some serious damage with that. He gets taken down. A confirmation might be on the way, but Genesis Esports, that is what I'm seeing. Genesis Esports has the circle, complete control to their name. Okay, there we have it. Mernet Boy, Yumzai, Top G. But I'm seeing Mernet Boy completely distant from his team. If he gets a knockdown on himself, there's no hope. There is no hope whatsoever that this guy is going to survive. And okay, he actually looted that airdrop. I just realized that he has a level 3 vest and a helmet, a complete fresh one. But he did not get that gun.
Nice.
So, guns, can he get him? 4MV still doing a lot of good deeds, even though as a solo player at this point, as a solo player at this location, a grenade, if it hits, if it reaches the player, oh no, it's going to be a hard-hitting factor. But there we go, Mernet Boy, the thing that we were afraid of. It finally has happened. On the other side, Maptex is also receiving a 1v3 on themselves. What? 4MV, Apex, you beast, you beauty. A 1v3 on the team. Maptex, they are out of the match. You still survive with a solo player into the game. Genesis Esports as a trio, Horaa as a duo.
Maptex, they They threw that. They threw that so hard. I'm just going to say it now. But Apex coming in there, he's now got 7 eliminations and a top 3 spot for himself. So big GG's to 4MV coming back in a big, big way. But this is much better from Horaa. They've got a much clearer view of the circle around them. They're able to control it more. They need to get their teammate back into the circle because it is closing up pretty quickly here, but he's going to be regrouping as we speak, and we are looking at top 3 for sure here. Oh, Essence got to be super careful there. But what's going on with Genesis? They have 1 over by Apex and 2 more on the complete other side of circle. This is a massive split coming in from them, and it's not going to pay off. Unfortunately, Zai is going to have to take the fall for that one, go back to the lobby, and become Apex's 8th elimination.
Oh my god, this guy is on a killing rampage right now. The way he's actually aggressing upon everybody, 1v3s, those single eliminations. This guy's on a league of his own, but Genesis Esports is a duo. Now one player is in the circle, the other one is waiting outside, I think, looking at the team for MV. So I think it gives enough time to Mernet Boy to look on the right side, look on the team of Horaa Esports to try and take them down from that angle, but he's not doing that. In fact, Mernet Boy is looking at the team for MV, whereas the rest of the guy, that's Smile Top G, going on the complete eastern side of the corner of the circle. Maybe then they're gonna try to take a look at the team of Horaa Esports, but oh no, Apex, you have been spotted, you have been shot at, you are alone that HP, and if that car blows up, it's gonna blow up on your face. You might not survive that. You might not be out of this area. And there you go. Mernet Boy says this, and he gets taken down. This is the 10th elimination that Genesis Esports is gonna receive, and they are up against a 2 versus 2 fight, where they have a clear-cut advantage so far, Neptura.
Yeah. They absolutely do. I mean, that's the only high ground in the new zone, and they are right on top of it. Nice little flank as well. Generally, I'd like to see them on the other side of that, but it actually gives a beautiful second angle with some high ground, with some cover. So very well done from Genesis for spotting this one out, realizing what was going on here. And Essence is the final player for Horaa Esports. Genesis has to know they're going to win this one. Oh, so close, but not quite good enough. Essence going to be able to keep hold of their life for just a little bit longer, but possibly not for very long there. The new zone going to be coming in. Oh, and he hits the buggy and he's out. The play zone gets him. He got stuck, but hey, you know what? At least it's not another elimination over onto Genesis Esports because, man, they already have enough points.
Oh, definitely a beautiful consistency from Genesis Esports side. The first match, hashtag number 2. This match, a winner chicken dinner with 11 eliminations to their name. And imagine that last elimination could have been there. That could have been 12 eliminations, 22 points right off the bat for themselves. But anyhow, it's still a great start that Genesis Esports have gathered for themselves in this match. So far, Genesis Esports might have a great chance of securing those top positions. We saw them on towards the first pages as well. They were on the top pages. And if this consistency continues to grow, if they get a single more match with a lot of eliminations points, or even a chicken dinner, things might look good for them into the top 3, maybe max top 4. And the top 2 is not going to be that far behind because they still have 2 days. This day is intact. Comparing this day and the next one, they still have a complete 2 days to play the games. And the consistency is what's going to make them come on the top. Aegon, DRS, they have played their matches, and that's what's the thing that's completely making a difference. DRS and Aegon X8, they're not going to be playing their matches from now on. This is the only matches that they could have secured for themselves, and it's up to them, and it's up to the prayers that nobody can get up on the top from this point onward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're quite right. We've had Genesis be second place and now a first. We've had DTD do fairly well. I think it was a sixth place with a couple of eliminations, so they're continuing their consistency. And
Yep.
Horaa was third place and now they got a second. So you're definitely looking at teams aiming for that consistency, for that continual uptick of points. And I mean, here you have Genesis with 11 eliminations. Now, remember, in day one, they were
10.
the top of our leaderboard. So they're
Yes.
looking to take that back. Currently 10th place. And I'm pretty sure those points aren't all that different. So they definitely have a big shot to take over some of those top teams.
Oh, definitely. They do have a big shot. And yes, as you already mentioned, there won't be like that much difference in the points table. Maybe 1, maybe 2 points difference. Maximum, we can say, yes, 5 till the top 3, because that's where the bars gets higher. But talking about the individual kills, Yamzai 3, Mernit Boy 3, 4 for Smile, and 1 for Master Ichi. Damage wise, we are seeing almost 800 damage, double the damage on Smile Top G, whereas his eliminations are not that high. Match summary going to that, and finally, there we go, 26 rescues, 59 eliminations, and 70 knockouts. But oh no, the healing?
That's a lot.
11,852. That's a lot of healing right there. I did not expect that. If it's Sanhok, I would have expected this thing. This wouldn't have
Yeah.
surprised me. But Miramar, what were the
Well,
teams thinking?
well, this is what happens when Leo stays out of the zone 3,000 meters away just to get a
Oh
kill.
yeah.
You know, that is kind of what happens. But yeah, Genesis. I tell you what, Leo didn't do too badly for all that, 9 points,
hmm
tied with Horaa, who came in second. So not bad at all for them, but for MV with the 18 points total there, really did a good job of getting those eliminations, making sure those points were up to scratch, and Genesis, of course, with 21. But there's a massive difference even between Horaa and 4MV. I mean, you would expect Horaa to have far more eliminations than they did, but they had 10 less than 4MV. So that makes that, half of the points that the first two got. So big jump in that respect, because Genesis and 4MV were just wiping that lobby.
Oh, they're definitely wiping that lobby right now. Genesis, the last lobby was wiped out by DTD, 24 points. This time it is Genesis, 21 points to their name, but it is for MV's Apex. This man single-handedly did a 1v3 on Matex, then got even more
Yeah.
eliminations on different teams. 14
Mm,
14 total damage this guy has secured, 8.15 MVP
wow.
points, 24 minutes of survival time, and the longest elimination he secured is of 113 meters away from himself. Not too shabby for the distance, but those eliminations are definitely speaking
hmm
their way. Talking about the damage, Genesis Esports, 2,085 damage, 11 eliminations, 13 eliminations to the 4 Miracle Vibes, and 84 damage. The chart for the team 4 Miracle Vibes, even though they could
Sheesh.
not get that top 4, I think they got the top 4, is still
hmm
super high right there, higher
hmm
than any of the other teams.
Yeah, 4MV definitely coming back with a bang. They're ready to get those top frags, getting those top 16 in there, getting ready for those finals. And as you said earlier, they have many more games after this. They've got what, still 10 matches, something like
Yeah.
that. So they're looking really good here. We will not be going into a break for you guys here because we're going to be going straight into the next match. Let's get this started. We'll be going over into Erangel. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on two teams, Torix. I'm going to be keeping my eye on 4MV after this. They need to not go out first.
Yeah, definitely.
And also Horaa, because they've had two 1/3 and one
Yes.
second place. They just can't seem to be aggressive enough to actually control zone well enough to get that win. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on them in this Erangel, trying to see if they are going to do better than they have.
Yeah, we have to keep an eye on these teams, but at the same time, I really want to see Team Genesis once again performing because so far, the momentum that they have secured for themselves, they're looking promising in today's matches. The two matches that they have played, number two, number one, even this match, they can get some decent points for themselves, but it will depend upon the playing line, and it will depend a lot on the early drop clashes. The two matches that I actually talked about are going to be completely on the aggressive side. It did not happen. Okay, I was wrong there. I admit it. The teams kind of went to a safer approach. But I want to
Yeah.
see that aggression. I really want to see that because this is the moment. This is another group, and you have to assert your dominance on towards the
Mm.
other group to show them, to know, like, tell them, like, we are here to do the business. We are here for business. We are not here to play. We want those points, so we want that top positions on the leaderboard as well. And that leaderboard is going to be for today and tomorrow. You have to make sure
Mhm.
if Group A is playing again today, it's only for the 2 days, and you have to make sure that those
Yeah.
2 days counts, and no matter what the scenario is.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I think we've been seeing a lot of that coming through from both teams. They're very aware that this
Yeah.
is kind of their last chance to get these points in. So they've been doing some really good work, very aggressive for some teams. It's not always worked. We've seen a lot of teams go out with 0 eliminations. But I think that might be because the hot drops we're seeing are one versus another team, right? It's not four teams all coming
Yeah.
in, so they all can have kind of a couple of points each, that sort of thing, and then only one team loses out massively. You're seeing a 4v4, which is much, much harder to grab those points before you go out. So I think that's probably where that is coming through here. Teams are not being as just all in, let's all go to Los Leones, So it's a shame for our
No,
end, but
no,
it's
no.
also kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame for their end as well. They're not able to get those points. They're gonna just have to do their best to go in that 4v4.
I think this match, because the reason for those clash drops not happening were mainly because of the circle. We saw how the circle actually
Mhm.
went to the northeastern corner of the
True.
map. Nobody was inside of that circle at that time. As soon as they realized, okay, we are so far outside the circle, we have to like disengage with the fights and get in the circle. But here we go, guys. The
Mm.
match at number 3
Oh.
has begun. Plane line, what is going on with this? Straight from the south to the north, favoring the eastern corner of the map. Kamishki, Stolber, Lipovka, Yasnaya, Milta Power, Milta City, even the military base island, let's say that, and Novorupnoi is accessible. I'd say till up to Pochinki, the place where that they want to go.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh my goodness me. I'm just looking at Millie Base. Also, crates over on the island as well. We got two teams going there. Maybe 4MV, maybe another team going to the actual base, but you've also got TZ on the south side, DTD on the north. It's looking very, very busy on that island. Another mass exodus off the plane over towards Yasnaya Farm school area. We got a lot of teams going to those different places. Yeah, it is going to be 4MV and DXD. It looks like 2 eliminations or 2 knocks rather onto 4MV already. What is this inconsistency?
I don't know what is this inconsistency at that time. Something needs to be done by 4MD from this point onward. They're getting their players eliminated at early stage and then surviving with just this single guy that's doing a lot of work for the team. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But I really like what Apex is doing. Taking 3 down.
Whoa!
Mutant is that gun. This gun that goes completely on the burst, nothing else, just the 2 bullets. He's making wonders. Oh my god, that was a great. He is the hound right now. He is the wolf that's taking everybody down. But it is a 1v1 right now. Low HP versus almost a complete HP. The player wants to enter it. He has a PP Bison and he does the deed. He does the shots. He couldn't get the confirmations. It is a complete elimination for the team 4MV early into the match. But 4 beautiful eliminations to the Team DXT. A
Mhm.
great start to their name, but AST versus CMF. I saw some knives out there.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, of course we did. Oh, CMF having a hard time as well. Just down to Dante now. Never mind, not anymore. Zyo gonna be taking him out over in Kampong. Interesting drop clash there that we saw. But yeah, what did we say? You know, we wanted to see more from 4MV. And you know what? Apex delivered. He's just too low. He didn't have any heals. But I'm surprised he got that mutant to work so well. That's probably the worst gun in the game. And he got 3 players with it. So next time, guys, you go, oh, well, this gun just sucks. No, it's a skill issue. If Apex can get a near squad wipe with a mutant, you know what? It's not the gun's fault. It's a skill issue. So just get good. Get good.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, definitely get good on that, but I agree on that.
Wait.
Wait a
DTD's
second.
parachuting? Still? No.
What? 4
Huh?
minutes into the match? That's
I'm so confused by that. Okay.
I'm speechless, to be
Interesting.
honest.
Sure. That is crazy.
I am
sure,
totally
whatever.
speechless. Oh no.
You do you, fam, I guess.
You do you, fam, I guess, definitely. But the early fights. At the Noble Pnoy, we are seeing the team Skyforce versus the team Genesis Esports. Skyforce Nerzed receiving a lot of damage with the DP 28. He gets down. IC with the DBS in hand, trying to aggress upon on the player as they are closing in. IC, can you get a connectivity? Because it's up to you to like take down 2 of the players right at this point. I think that's a flashbang. No, it's a smoke. They want to enter and they want to use the smoke as their cover, as their arsenal to like aggress on towards the players. But there we go. Finally, IC shooting the shots, throwing the hands on towards the player, but no connectivity. No connectivity we are seeing at this point in time.
Now
In the
there's 3
game.
of them.
I see. Oh no, there's
Whoa.
3 of them. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. It might be a confirmation. He's gonna go for the confirmation. There we go. He gets 1 down. He gets the 2 down. He gets the 3rd one down. It is a 1v3. I see you, beast, you beauty, and
Yes.
oh no, that was a pan right there. That oh no. You have to. You don't. Okay, you got the 3 elimination. You don't have to be over aggressive. But Genesis, it's over for them early into the match.
Geez, I was gonna say, what's going on with Skyforce, right? Action keeps dying very early on. Nerzed keeps dying very early on. I was very confused about how that was actually going, but they do get it back, and it's all down to Top's nice 1v3 there with the UMP and the DBS. Just really, really good stuff there. Genesis had good ideas, but I think they just got a little bit outplayed there. The zone's going to be fine for most of these teams. You know, you just do have those teams down on the south side that are going to struggle just a little bit here, as we see DXD having to go up against TZ there and KSTMT. They're going to have to have a bit of a fight there. TZ could easily get gate kept here, so we're going to have to make sure that's not going to be the case for them as they move back across the bridge. I think they were thinking there was going to be more teams coming across that, but they're not. So they're just going to make their way to zone. That's fair enough. Other than that, they're just having to chill a little bit. I think this is a quiet stage of the game, as it usually is, except for this tournament, because no one wants to have a quiet phase ever. And there we go. It's never for very long. BIT Arrow, he's going to be taken out there. AOS just cashing him out there probably on that rotation. So that is going to be unfortunate for them. BIT, they were really good yesterday. They're struggling a little bit in the first half today.
Oh, definitely. So at this point, the majority of the teams I'd say are struggling, and there we go. Another team is going to struggle to A alongside of NB Esports. Scray, Fearless, they have to be given out the revive, but Krita is super low in that HP. He has to heal himself and also take the fight against the team NB Esports. I think Leo will have the best opportunity right now to give the revive. But wait a second, did that smoke actually pass through that grill for some reason?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
How is this? What kind of a matrix are we living in?
I
But
Yeah,
oh
I
no,
guess
come
if it stayed
on.
like that, it'd be really annoying. I guess it'd be really annoying that they couldn't do that, but no amount of smokes is gonna cover that one up. Sheesh. What a nade onto Krita there. NB Esports looking to just come up over that ridge and swallow to a hole. There's a finish there onto Krita, so that's gonna be the end of that. Down to 3 for 2A.
Oh, down to 3 for 2. Gray still having received that revival, but there we go. He gets the confirmation on himself. Fearless, taking at least one down of the Team NB Esports player. The second one is already down and dusted. He's on fire. He receives the shots. He gets knocked out. And 2A now just on a solo player. Revival is on its way. It's coming right there at that time. Leo trying his level best, and there we go. Fist Boy gets the confirmation. Estra is out of the match. In the meanwhile, Team AOS also taking some fights against the player. AOS taking A1 TMT's player down, getting those 3 beautiful elimination. A1 TMT, they had a great start, the 5 eliminations to their name, but now they're down to the last man standing. Oof, suddenly things are not looking good for them, but oh my god! Ogotugi, what is going on?
Whoa,
He takes one down, he takes 2, but on the third one, he gets taken down. Oh no, that was a great start, I'd say, AOS players. Oh, but no, he couldn't do that. Can they go? Can they receive? Can they get the revenge of the answer?
No, come on.
No. From this point onwards, it's a downhill for this team.
I'm very frustrated with AOS right now. If you couldn't tell, that should not have happened. I mean, he had such a great head start for his team. The other 2 should have immediately gone in, and cleaned that up, and then go back. If they really wanted to hold on to the compound, then just go back, make it quick. But what they did was go 1v1, and you know what? If you're not gonna hit your shots, then don't bother. Like, come on now. This is the Invitational Showdown. You can't be making stuff like that. I get they may have wanted to keep their compound, but it was a 1v2. It was gonna be 2 seconds. That's really frustrating for me. Anyway, NB Esports, the third partiers get third partied. MAB, they're gonna be coming in as well with a similar sort of construction of their fight, of the format of their fight. Leo just barging in onto KSTMT here. They're going to be trying to do something. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, let's see how it goes. But Mamba is a solo player. He takes one down. And can he get another one? It's the DBS versus the DBS. The player blocks his way. And Leo imminently at the end gets that confirmation. The 3 eliminations to the Team Leo's name and not a single player being eliminated. That's a great start. But Team NB Sports, after the one fight, they are up against the Team Matex right now. The Molotov has been pushed out the house. He's also going to receive the damage from the grenade. He's trying as well to bounce the grenade, but the player is already in the compound. Heal yourself, which clearly Fistboy does not have. Oh no, he doesn't have any kind of healings. He's all up on his own with the UMP. Now he's gonna push, he's gonna try. 16 bullets, jump fired. The DBS connects, and Sirius gets Fistboy out. Team NB Sports out of the match on the hashtag number 10. AOS, a solo player surviving. Team Bad Intentions, duo surviving, but the circle is gonna go complete to the north. IHC somewhat has the circle to their name. AST completely in the centralized position, but I want to see the Team Horaa as they are entering from the eastern corner. Who's going to take the fight against them? And on the southern side, there's the Leo, there's the Bad Intention that's taking the fight right now.
Yeah, big. This is going to be a huge match now. All of those teams in the south side, they've made their positions, and now they've got to move again. There's a lot of water, very few access points. It's going to get really crazy really quickly here. GG's NB Esports, they did their best in that fight. Fistboy did a good job, but you know what? The zone and the DBS, not to be messed with, that's for sure. Leo, still a full squad, I think, as you said there. BIT versus AOS as well. over there. But oh, so close. They're looking for him. They really are. They find him in the end. Orbit goes out to a vehicle, and it's about time because they have to get on going. They have to leave. They've got quite a bit of space. Oh, but they know that AOS is there. Oh, this is interesting. He does get one. Wow. He gets one, but okay, time to stop messing about. They get him done and dusted, but they've lost one in that. Oh, that has got to be painful. Now they've got to be just 6 eliminations, going to make that a little bit of a sweeter defeat slightly there, but Leo Esports got a lot of work to do yet.
Oh, they got a lot of work to do, but I'm seeing something different entirely from the last match. Last match, we had a lot of solos, but this match, we have everyone as a trio or as a complete squad taking the fight. I see Alex alongside near Ices. We have to see what the Skyforce is thinking right now, crossing that bridge. Uninvited and unguarded at this time. Alex had the best opportunity to take the fight at that time, but on the Western side, we are seeing the team TZA going up against the team IHC. This might be a 1v1 fight. Godless is waiting for the opportunity that T2K is actually going to push on themselves, and which they do. A 1v2 comes into the place. Godless! This move, this playstyle was indeed just like your name, and he makes short work of the T2K's 2 players, and now they are down to the last 2, in which the last 2 are trying, even in fact right now, to try and get inside of that circle. Leo, still the 3-man squad. Rogue out the circle, trying to take down the Leo's player. But I think favor the circle first instead of like doing these kind of sprays on towards the team. It's not going to help you that much, but it's going to put you in a really sticky situation. And there we go.
Yeah, especially when it happens
Sticky
like
situation.
that. Yeah, that's going to be unfortunate. Yep, incoming right there. They do regroup enough, though, so they have laid claim to that spot. Leo having a hard time now, but Nerzed is going to do a little bit of a backstab third party onto IHC as well. So IHC all of a sudden not looking so good because Skyforce has said, no, this is our compound. Actually, we want it. Get out. And so they're going to try and nade them out of there. But you know what? Godless had 2 eliminations, but he cannot get a third. He is going to go out there. Icy not going to allow that to happen. Somebody just went out there. IHC goes out. IHC only with 2 eliminations. They do get a couple placement points, but definitely not their day so far today. They really got to figure something out because these points, they are slipping away from them quickly. SF doing well here. 8 eliminations. This is far better than what we've been seeing from them so far today. And 3 players still up and running, looking pretty good. Jiro, our man Jiro, the nation's MVP, he's sitting behind a door. Fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough, man.
Oh no, the door's
man,
gone, and he's gone. The door's gone, he's gone with the door. Team Matex out of the match. Skyforce, Tribe, AEROMACY. There's the team of Leo. There's the T2K and Horaa Esports. The top 5 contenders, and total of 15 players into the match. How well the teams are actually going to play this is a bigger question because there's a lot of area of the circle. This is just the 5th stage. The radius is kind of big. The teams have a lot of players to like give themselves cover to. And whosoever is going to hold down the compounds, which compound is going to receive the blessing of the next radius of the circle, that's a bigger thing. Because imagine you are on the centralized position, it goes complete to the corner side. Oh no, you're going to be in a panic situation. You were like, okay, we are easy, but suddenly you are not anymore. Airdrop from Team Leo has been looted away. Skyforce taking that compound for themselves, but still, not all of them. Single player is still scouting out with his car on the other side. The rest of the players are busy taking that loot, taking some grenades. I'm seeing 5 grenades in the hand of Nerzed. How many does the other guys have? 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, that's lots,
4.
plenty. Top has 4 as well, and Nurzed has 5. So, ooh, looking pretty
13.
good there. I do just want to point out, though, Horaa Esports is once again in the top 5. So the consistency is definitely there. I'm not sure where they're positioned in this particular zone, but it would be nice to see where they are exactly, because I wonder if they're trying to set up for a win or if they're just going, you know what, top 5 is good. We're happy with top 5.
I think I saw them near the team T2K, or are my eyes
Mm.
deceiving me at this time? But I think that was AEROMACY. So Slipknot also in his car, waiting out for the radius of the circle. The 5th stage is about to begin, and there we go. Team Leo.
Let's go.
Skyforce, in fact. Skyforce has somewhat, I do believe, the corner of the circle, but they don't have the circle. That's a big difference. Right from this point onward, they have to get into the circle. They have to make sure that they are in the circle, in the radius. ASG, AEROMACY, they're taking the fights, and near the team T2K as well. Skyforce also out in the complete open, waiting for the opportunity. Can they get it? Can they get some knocks on the team Leo right now at this point? They do some shots. They got some connectivity, but that's about it. Just the one connectivity that Nurzed got on the both of the players, Haidami and the other guy. It's all that. The Skyforce has to push forward, has to move inside of that circle as well. So a single wrong move from this point onward by Skyforce can lead up to their demise. Those 7-8 elimination that they have, it can go completely out of the window. But Horaa Esports finally on our screen. They have taken one player down from the team AEROMACY. Can they get a confirmation on the guy? Can they get a confirmation? This is the bigger question so far. Just a single elimination to their name and the 4-man standing. I think they're aiming for that winner chicken dinner as well.
They seem to be, Horaa with a really nice spread. Again, they keep having these nice spreads, but at the same time, it's always on low ground. They don't seem to be able to get that high ground positioning. I don't know if that's because they enter too late into the zone or too early or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but it is going to be a push over onto them now that they have a knock. Shin's gonna try to do something, but it's quickly falling apart. AST just too strong. Horaa down to just one solo as they get taken on. Up and down he goes. Wow, that was like 10 seconds. What is AST on, man? That buggy jump and then the DBS shot while in midair. It was fantastic. Really clean push there. But you know what? No matter how clean, no matter how quick, Skyforce are always waiting for that opportunity. So, will we be seeing AST go out in a similar fashion? I'm not so sure. Skyforce don't have those vehicles that AST have. It looks like they're going to just try and keep the ridge here a little bit. Just try and do some long-range shooting there, as they also have Leo behind them as well. So they're going to have to be a bit more careful.
They definitely have to be a little bit more on the careful side. 9 elimination. That's a great number Skyforce has for themselves. And there's that going for that airdrop. There we go. Look at that. The first airdrop. Another airdrop, in fact, has been looted. This time it's Skyforce that's going to take them the airdrop loot. Maybe they're going to get the gun as well. Does the airdrop has a sniper? Does it have an MG3? I want to see that too. But Haidami, so far, he's in the compound. I see with the cars, with the rotations, they're also waiting for the next circle to be made, because this stage 6's radius is going to be detrimental. And Skyforce is completely in the favor of that circle. Now, anyone that's going to try enter the circle is going to receive the wrath of this team. Leo, can you enter? Can you have somewhat the centralized position of the circle for yourself or not? On the other side, we are seeing the team AST taking a long route. Okay, that's a long route to trying to get into the circle. They want to make sure that Skyforce is not looking at us, and we go from right under their noses.
Yeah, they're trying their
Oh,
best,
no.
but I don't think it's gonna
Oh,
work.
no.
Skyforce know
Oh,
exactly where they are.
no.
Oh, but it might do a good job here. Really nicely dodged there by AST. Oh, but beautiful Molotov at the same time. They're not gonna be able to do anything with that, but Nerza gets naded at the same time. And where are his teammates? They're too far away. Top's gotta be careful of that off angle. Never mind. They get it done. Get it dusted. It's just one for AST up alive versus Nerza's gonna get finished though. That's for sure right now. It's just down to Icy and Top, but Top's got bigger issues. He's gonna be looking over at Leo. They're trying to do a twofold nice finish with the nade, but he is gonna go down just a little bit too overzealous there. Not gonna get it done, and it is just Top now left alive. Leo is pushing on up. That is tough, but
Get
at
the
least
knock. Come on.
Oh, gets
No.
it, but not enough. Leo going out. That is going to be, or going to get him. Skyforce is going to go out
Ugh.
there, but AST rather, is just a solo. It's a 1v1 at the moment. Nice little push coming in there. He knows that the fight has just happened. He's going to try and interrupt this res as much as possible, but I don't think he can quite do it unless this nade hits.
Oh, it did not hit. It did not even get that elimination. But MG3 works with the DBS.
Yeah.
MG3 wins, and the player gets that winner chicken dinner. Team Leo Esports. A wonderful winner chicken dinner to their name as well. But this is just the third match. We are officially at the halfway point of today's matches. There are still 3 more matches remaining, and the team are already doing a lot of good deeds for themselves. There are a lot of securing some major position, major elimination points for themselves. A great start Team Leo has also taken for themselves, but after this match, on what position are they going to be on the overall ranking? Because this is, I think this is their first chicken dinner for today as well, and their consistency was really okay-ish, not that great, because we saw them at the top 6 as well. We saw at the top 3. So judging from that factor, if they were on the first chart at the start of this day, they might come back, maybe even the top 10, maybe even 9, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as soon as I saw that Leo had the MG3 in hand, I was like, nah, you're done. There's no way AST gets this win over the MG3. I don't care that you have a DBS. It's not happening.
Yep.
So, yeah, and I was right. That's fine. That's all good there. Leo does get this win. As you said, it is going to boost them a lot. They've been less than consistent, less than ideal so far today, so it is a nice little boost for them, pushing them up into 16th place. That is the cutoff point for those finals, so looking good there. They're just sneaking into qualifying. 8 total eliminations and a total of 1k damage as well. 37 kilometers. How does one even do that on Erangel? That's kind of crazy, but big GG's going their way.
Oh, definite. A big, great winner chicken dinner. 8 points, 18 total points to their name. 64 eliminations, 63 knocks, 3 airdrops, 10 headshots, and 16 total rescues. 376 meter distance travel. Longest elimination, in fact, by Satan Essence from Horaa Esports. 103 throwable used. So that's the summary that we are seeing at. But who has the lowest, the lowest distance for the elimination? But going to the match leaderboard first and foremost, then we will move to the MVP. 22 points for the team AST, even though Team Leo got that winner chicken dinner. That's a great number.
It is. I mean, if you remember, though, Leo was the one that was out in the zone constantly. They were doing the same in Miramar. So I don't think, while Leo did get 8 eliminations, AST's 16 means they were far more in the action than in the zone. I think it was just the opposite for Leo there. So GG's, sometimes it helps to go back a little bit, to stay back. But we are going to be seeing Zio from AST going to be coming in here as our MVP. 6.96 MVP points because he got 9 eliminations all on his own. That's a great bit of work from him. Longest elimination distance is 224 as well. So it's looking, he's got some real long range legs on him.
We definitely got some long ranges practiced right there. But elimination and damage chart is on our screen. 2200 damage AST. Oh my god. At the same time, there's also the Skyforce doing the same 2076 damage. It's a huge number, but the eliminations are not that much high. Okay, Team AST has them, but not that much for the team Skyforce. 8 for the team Leo, but 1000 damage. The rest of the teams have like 1000, 1100, somewhere in that region. And after that, we are seeing the 400, 500 damages chart to the name of the players as well. But this was the match number 3. But going to the match number 4, before we do that, we will be now going on a short break, guys. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us till the very end, and we will be right back.
It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through?
welcome back, everybody. Here we go to game number 4. We're already halfway past today's matches, and game number 4 is going to be Sanhok. It is gonna be Sanhok. We're not waiting till the end of the day to actually get that sorted. So we're gonna be seeing how they go middle of the game. We have Miramar and then Erangel after that. So gonna be super, super exciting to see. Let's get that boot camp action back.
Let's get that boot camp action back. Definite, I agree. And same time, there was the Paradise Resort. I really want to see the same thing, the same impact thing happen, even in the Sanhok. Even if it's the third last match for today, I want to see that 5-minute action. I want to see that 5 minutes of fame for every team going completely on the aggressive side, getting those eliminations on towards the player. But we all know that's not going to happen today. But here we go, guys. The Sanhok is on our screen. Day number 5, match number 4. Teams have decided to take that drop early into the plane line, going to Khao. From Khao, we are seeing the plane line going to Bantai. And it's Sanhok. All the places are accessible.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I'm waiting and watching for boot camp right now. IHC should be going over to the island, as is AST, so that's not going to be a real issue. We do have 2 or 3 teams landing Paradise and also Cal, so that's going to be an interesting one. Camp Charlie as well is about to get very busy, but Genesis taking the L on this one, at least for now, down to 3-1 has been knocked. Murnat Boy going down, Master Itchy going down as well. Who is this against? NB Esports. NB Esports been struggling so far in this in day 5, so they're going to be looking to get these points. These are going to be some good points for them. Just now down to Smile with no helmet, no vest, but a DBS. So let's see what he can do with that. Doesn't do a whole lot. Gets him down to 1 HP, but it isn't going to be enough. But now you have Horaa coming on in. Immediate third party. Really nice, but it's not still working. Down to 2 already.
What is going on with Team NB Esports? That's another knock. It is once again a wipe out maybe for the team. And there we have it. Team NB Esports. 2 teams. Straight up wipe, and the third one is coming. AOS entering the same vicinity against the Team NB Esports. Still, Fistboy is right now knocked out, but AOS is also receiving a lot of damage. One player from their side is knocked out. CMF Esports, in the meanwhile, they have been eliminated by A1 TMTs. Akaz, no 1MT, waiting for the opportunity as well. A1 and NB Esports, in fact, from this point onward, is receiving a lot of damage. That's 9 elimination they have secured so far, but DBS versus DBS, 1897. OG Tour guy. He makes sure that he confirms that elimination. As soon as he gets a knock, he confirms that he gets that elimination. NB Esports Fistboy also receiving the wrath of that grenade. He goes down. Another one coming. It's going to make almost a wipe out for the team. Is it a 1v4? Is it a 1v4 that we are seeing from the Team AOS side? And it is, in fact, yes, a 1v4. NB Esports, the team that took care of 2, almost 3 different teams. It's a 1v4 on them from this point onward.
GG's, massive GG's there. I thought NB Esports were going to be able to take 12 eliminations home. They get 10, so that's fair enough. That's enough there, but really, really well done for sure. But we move over to Devil Type Dragon and BIT. Both these teams having a little bit of a fisticuff. Interestingly, now we're only just now seeing something happen over in boot camp. IHC, though, going over to Hotfit as well in that kill feed. But we look at Devil Type Dragon. We're back on this. We're still on this. BIT, nope, doesn't make that jump. But just down to a duo. Interesting. BIT down to 3. Now it's a 1v3. This just got so much harder.
Oh my god, he takes one down, he takes another one, he confirms those knocks, but no, he's on the reload, gets a third party, And it is over for the team Devil X Dragon at that time. Oh, I was about to say something else, but ASC now against the team IST. ISC, in fact, at this time, though, as almost the final hope of the team. He's trying to go for the fight, but he gets the elimination on him. AEROMACY is out of the match as well. IHC down to the two-man. Matex coming in for that rush. Takes one down. The other one, now they know, is sleeping right there. He's laying it down, just chilling out there. Gets the elimination. Bad intention out of the match. 3 elimination to the Matex's name. 5 minutes have almost passed, and we have lost 8 teams, in fact, in Horaa. So we are down to the top 9, whereas all of the top 9s are taking the fights. Even right now, look at T2K. Even on the southern corner, we are seeing 3 teams in fisticuff near each other.
We sure are. Interesting, no one went boot camp this time. No one did. I think SF has a few eliminations. Yeah, they got 2. So there was somebody maybe there on the outskirts that tried to come in, but it wasn't going to happen. Oh, Scry. Down way too much. Way too much. DTD going up against for MV as well. The first one goes down. It is going to be Apex there. Nerzed, though, what is up with you, man? IC going on down there. But Skyforce going to back up their teammate, as they should. Nerzed carried them in day 1. So let's see. But Scry is right there. Oh, be careful. Be careful. Nice new nade coming out there. But it is going to cost him. It's going to cost him a knock. Drat just getting behind that tree a little too late. It's just up to Action and Top right now. I bet you Top is going to try and get some of those reses back up. So it's just all on Action right now. Fearless going to be trying to get that flank.
Oh, definitely. But right now, who's going to have the upper edge? That's the big thing, because still, the fight is somewhat on the equilibrium side. Still, it's the matter of factor of who's going to push, and there we go, the knives! Oh, no Action! Fearless gets the confirmation with those knives on himself. Top with this now has given out the revive to Nerzed. Once again, Team Skyforce is back to the 3-man squad that they are. For MV, Dog gets the instant thirst by the T2K. The knockout was from a different team, but the elimination came from a different one as well. Skyforce nears the top. Both gets taken down. Top, in the meanwhile, gets a confirmation as well, because Gray do not want to lose any moment from this point onward. He gets out of the compound, heal himself. It is a 1v1. It is a 1v1 right now, but Team A1 TMT! That's a third party that's happening. That's coming in for the team. And right with this, 2 asteroids out of the match. Skyforce back to the 2-man that they are. But the third party is actually aggressing for Miracle Vibes out of the match as well. 7 minutes in, we are down to the top 6 teams. And oh, nice. That's a great and a beautiful grenade trajectory that this guy just connected on towards the player. But same does the Mad Cat. Action is the last hope, and there we go. It's over for the Team Skyforce once again.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle for them in the last 4 games. They've gotten a few eliminations. It's gotten a bit better, but they're just not able to survive, which I find really odd. You know, I guess even the top teams have bad days. But we will be seeing DTD. Just get run over. No. They are top 5 though, so that is consistent. We didn't see much of them in the last game, but you know, out of 4 games, they've had 3 top 5. So that is a good result for them. They're going to continue to try and get that. Only 3 eliminations, but that's all you need when you're trying to be consistent. It is up to Psycho, though, with that DBS, but the grass... Wait a second. OG just gives himself away there. He's going to go down to the DBS. That's another point there, but he does have to say goodbye to his teammate. At least he's all alone up there.
That's a plus point. At least he's all alone up there, but nobody is with him at this point. But Team Leo versus the Team T2K, they are finally taking that fisticuff. They're finally taking that fight. We are down to the top 5 teams within the 8-minute marker of the match. DTD, solo player. T2K, a solo player. But Leo, A1 TMT, and Matex. These 3 teams have a complete squad to their name. Every one of these three teams have
Mm.
28% chances of winning this match. But to whosoever has the higher advantage, like the ridge advantage or the position advantage, they're gonna like definitely come out on the top maybe at the very end. But DTD, look at this. They're going for the fight against the team Leo Esports. The DBS does hit. It does get the knockout. There goes the confirmation. T2K. Can they hear the shots? Can they come from the backside as well? And the answer to that is going to be a no. DTD. There we go. They're out of the match. T2K, a solo player. Leo as a trio. And A1TMT and Matex, a complete squad. It's the second stage. Why would you do that?
Is it actually?
Yes.
I thought, man, this Sanhok, we're actually going to get a full Sanhok match. No one's doing anything. Never mind. Top 4 in 10 minutes. Wow, I was not paying attention to those stats right there. I was just looking at the team. I was like, oh yeah, it's been pretty long comparatively to certainly last match. Last Sanhok, certainly last couple. But never mind. Leo Esports going to come in with 6 eliminations, and they're going to try and get a few more on to TZ here. Oh, he's trying to get out of the way. He does so effectively, but he's only one guy, and down he goes, taking out his team with him. 4th place in 3 eliminations, not too shabby though. We will be seeing now our top 3, 11 players remaining, 3v4v4. But you know what, Leo, this old habit, they're back out in that zone again. So, will they be able to get into zone properly?
Oh, will they be able to get into the zone? And I think, yes, this is the stage 2. It's still a lot of area to, like, there's a lot of ground that the teams can actually cover for themselves easily. There's not a lot of things that can be done, but look at that. Camp Bravo, Mognai, even the Paradise Resorts, Eastern Angle, it's completely in the favor of the team Matex. They can go anywhere that they want, so does A1TMT, but for some reason A1TMT wants to wait out for the circle to be, like, actually made, like, start, once again, the blue zone damage to start, then they're gonna move, maybe, but where's Leo? Leo entered inside, I can see that, but where are they? They're kind of close to the team A1TMT,
Right
I can see that for sure, but
yeah.
I think it's them behind.
There
we go.
Hello.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. All right. Sure. KSTMT gonna be taking them out. It's just a 4v4 right now. Leo, I don't know if they didn't know they were there or that they just kind of full sent and didn't know what else to do. I'm not sure what happened there, but hey, top 3, it's good enough. 9 eliminations as well, as I think, so that's gonna be really good. But now I think, Torx, we're gonna have another 10 minutes of this because like last time, it's just gonna be a 4v4 on the opposite side of zone, and we're just gonna wait for each other.
No, definitely. We're gonna wait for each other from this point onward. A1TMT, they're somewhat still taking the damage from the circle. I don't know why would you do that. You know there's only 8 players. Even though if that's still 4 teams, the play zone area, stage 3, it's still big enough that you don't need to go out the circle. I do believe that. But it is actually a 4v4 fight that will happen. Both of the teams have a 50-50 chance. A1TMT, full squad. Matex, full squad. But A1TMT has a slight advantage on the elimination side. 10 elimination that they have secured for themselves. But I think Matex has only secured, like, what, a 5 maximum? Maybe 6 at that time. We have to see when we go to them. But Mad Cat, in this particular region, no movement. He is straight up abandoned at the moment. What? 3 eliminations. There we go. Matex has to be.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. So, yeah, it looks like Mavitech's going to be keeping this real quiet, but KS not so much. At least they got those vehicles. They're just going to be running around zone. Unfortunately for them, Mavitechs are going to know exactly where they are because of those noises that they're making with those vehicles. So, the minute they start pulling up towards them, Mavitechs are going to know. They can see them now, though. There they are. So, they've pinpointed them. They've got to know that they're probably in the top 2 right now. 8 players remaining, and they know they're 4. So They can see at least 2 up there. Now they know there's going to be at least 3, so they got to go. Yeah, that's a full team. They know where we are. We know where they are. Let this battle commence. Just down to the top 2 teams. 15 minutes in.
15 minutes in. It's not even 15 minutes, and only 2 teams. That's a new world record, I'd say. If anyone has like earliest Sanhok eliminations, this is how we see it in the esports community. But A1TMT. Show looking at the players. I think both of the teams actually now know the locations of each other, but they're still hesitant to take the fight. That's something entirely different. You went complete aggressive at the start of the match, okay? And suddenly you have the change of the heart to go for a passive approach. I don't think that's how it works at this point. I know you want to survive, but survival is not going to give you any kind of plus points into the overall ranking or the things that you have, the top 2 or the top 1. Fassel has that DBS in hand, but the car is about to be blown. Refus. What are you doing, brother? But oh my god, this is the right opportunity. There he goes, one almost. Oh no, he misses. He does the damage. He deals a lot of it, but that's about it. He is also super low in that HP. He gets a knockdown. He's gonna go down, change the gun. He doesn't know. He did not know that there was a guy, just a solo single % HP on his face. But after the 1 elimination, they're going to get 2 knockouts on the team Maptex. A1TMT has a slight higher advantage against all of this fight, whereas they're trying to throw the grenades to like get information, but they don't know. They don't know their surrounding or where the players are going to be, because one of the team Maptex's player is on the complete right side of the map chat.
It is absolutely. This is actually a great fight coming in here. XOXOX, he gonna be getting that nade in there. Jiro still MVP of us all. Here he is. He's one of the 2 left standing for Tex. I can't seem to get that right. But Jiro is still there. It was actually a really nice result, a nice start of the match by KSTMT. It was a little iffy at first, but the rest of the team rallied and supported their teammate and actually opened the fight really, really well. Now they have all these angles that they need. Gets another one. Jiro does go down, but it is gonna be a TMT Esports to be taking that win away. Metabex not able to get it done in time. Really nicely played, actually, from TMT there.
Definitely a great game style from A1TMT. This is a winner chicken dinner for them in this match. After the 15-16 minutes that we witnessed, the action goes kind of on a slower pace. It was within the 4 minutes, we were having the top 5. The top 5s were there within the 4 minutes, and after that, it just goes, the timer goes downhill. Winner chicken dinner. Beautiful to the A1TMTs. Till the very end, they were kind of on the aggressive side. And 14, I think that's 14 elimination that they are going to receive for themselves. Judging from that, 24 points are looking really, really dandy there.
No, they are looking very, very good indeed. It was a really good match for a lot of teams, but I think what was interesting is generally on Sanhok, you see the teams that have struggled in the first few games come back and get a lot of points and have a better game. I don't think we saw that necessarily here. The teams that have been doing well so far continue to do well here. SF, IHC, 4MV, all these teams continue to not have such a great game. So interesting to note that was the thing going down. Other thing interesting to note, no one in boot camp and everybody everywhere else. So not boot camp like yesterday, not split between 2 different towns. It was all everywhere.
Oh, everything was going around all around the map. But going to the winner chicken dinner stats, it's A1TMT. Total of 14 eliminations, 416 damage to TMTA. Show. 5 eliminations, 332 damage to Mad Cat, 411 damage to Mamba, and Vessel having the 379 damage as well. 12 kilometers in this map. A great start like for this team as well. Now this is the moment. This is what I wanted to see. 64 eliminations, 57 knockouts, 3 airdrops, 60 grenades still used. Okay, that's compared to the timer of the map. This is a great number of the throwables. 4 headshots, 10 rescues justified because of the time. Leo Liquid having the longest elimination is 119. What's the lowest then?
Wow.
What?
Two. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really, really nicely done. And yeah, as you were saying, this seems to fit the bill for a much shorter game, a very quick game. As we said, 10 minutes in, we had our top 4 already. So really, really quick game. So yeah, not able to get that many rescues up and running, not that many throwables, etc., etc. So big GG's heading on over to that. But, this is the only Sanhok of the day, unfortunately, so we're not going to be seeing Sanhok again, but we will be heading over into Miramar right after this, and that's a big shift. We're going from the smallest map to the largest map, so we will see how that affects these teams, if there is going to be any effect from it, kind of going, they want their space after this game. Maybe they're going to spread out a bit more. We won't see too many hot drops, etc., etc. We'll just have to see.
Definitely. We definitely have to see how the teams are going to change their paces from Sanhok straight into the Miramar. A1 TMT, 24 points. 12 for Team Leo. Maptex, 10. 10 eliminations to NB Esports, and that's the points that they're going to receive in this match. DTD 8, T2K 7, Skyforce 5, to Astra 4, AOS with the 4 as well. 4 for Team IHC, Team Bad Intentions, 3, 2 for ASC and DXT. Then we have the 4 Miracle Vibes, just with 1. Horaa, Genesis, and CMF with not even a single point to their name. We saw how the fights were. CMF, Genesis Esports, Horaa, they were somewhat at the Paradise Resort. We saw 2 teams getting back-to-back elimination. And then we, right after that, saw a 1v4. So
We
things
sure did.
straight up took a lot of different turns.
It really, really did. And kudos to MB Esports, to be honest. They did such a great job there. 10 eliminations puts them in the top 4 of the points for this game, even though they died very, very early on. So that's a really cool result to see. But our MVP of the match is going to be XOXOX from KSTMT. 4.79 MVP points, 5 eliminations, and 416 damage. Now that is interesting, Torx, because generally for our MVPs, we've seen, 6, 8, 10, even 12 eliminations for a specific player, over 1,000 damage, etc., etc. So this is the shortest one we've seen, and it kind of just goes to show you that you are watching these teams be very, very even because of those hot drops.
Oh, in fact, yes, but I think the least elimination MVP we saw was kind of like on the 3 side, but this is still on the
Really? I don't
middle
remember
way.
that.
I think it was day before yesterday that we saw that on the day number 2.
Okay.
But aside from that,
Dang.
going to the elimination and damage stats, 14 eliminations, A1 TMT, 1,500 damage. Okay, that's not a lot of damage compared to the elimination that they actually got for themselves. 7 eliminations
Yeah.
for the Team Leo, 836, Maptex, 4 for 618, 10 for 1520 for NB Esports, 5 for 1061 for Team DTD. T2K having 862 with 3, Skyforce 933 with 3, and 3 for Team 2 Astra with 756.
Most definitely. So a lot of damage happening for not that many eliminations. That kind of says to me that everybody was kind of taking everybody's knocks. So that is an interesting stat for sure. But Sanhok is over. It's done. We only have 2 more games heading in to that Miramar very, very shortly here. Oh, it's gonna be an interesting one. Please, somebody, all four, like 5 or 6 teams, something, go for Los Leones. Please, somebody do that.
Please, I totally agree. Go Los Leons, take 4 to 5 different teams fight. Oh,
Yeah,
we want to see that. We want that
I
no
want to
matter
see
what the
it.
scenario is. I want to see it too. You're not the only one here, Niptura,
Hmm.
but I don't think that's actually going to happen because the change of pace from this kind of fast to that kind of slow is definitely going to affect a lot of teams and their momentum as well. Even though they were doing a really great job in this match, they might not do in the next one because at that time teams will be playing with a little bit of mindset. This was complete like
Yeah.
drop, take the fight. This was a no-brainer
Hmm.
for the teams. This match
Hmm.
was a no-brainer, but once again comes the time for the brain matches. How like their strategies and their drops are actually going to be, how the plane line is going to affect them at the same time.
Yeah, and we may see no hot drops or some depending on that plane path as well. You've got to take that into account. You will be seeing, if the zone is super duper south, you'll probably see a lot of teams going to the Los Leones area. If it goes normal, then maybe not so much. We might see maybe 1 or 2 teams in El Pozo, stuff like that, like we saw in the first Miramar. The sun is finally shining, so that's why we've got some weird glare going on. It'll calm itself down in a second.
Oh my god, definite. But yes, as we already mentioned, Sanhok, we generally do talk about that as the bonus match. And this was actually the same style that a bonus match should be played, no matter what the scenario
Hmm.
is. Even if it's the first match, or if it's in the middle, or if it's the final match. Teams
Hmm.
actually played Sanhok like Sanhok should be played. The clash drops, the fights, each and everything happening in the midst of that. But Miramar completely changes that. Even Erangel completely changes that. Even if after Sanhok, if it would have been Erangel, teams would not have gone for those fights. But it's Miramar. You have to like know your surrounding and know where the cars are. You need to have the cars first and
Mm,
foremost. Because if you can't
yeah.
find a car, if you can't find a vehicle for yourself, let me tell you, I am really sorry for you. You're not going to be getting into the circle. And judging the
No.
circle's trajectories in the past couple of matches, it has it's not quite good for the teams.
No, no. You need teams like Leo to stop sticking out out of the zone. Also the other teams, yeah, as you said, cars. I think the cars are there's more spawns because it's competitive, but at the same time, Miramar, you're out of gas, as we mentioned in the first Miramar. If you're out of gas, you are so stuffed because you'll be out of gas on the middle of a cliff with nothing around you. And so it's really, really tough. You've got to balance out those gas cans. You've got to balance those vehicles, make sure they don't do too much there. But here we go, Miramar. First, no, not first. Nothing first about this. The second Miramar and the 5th game of the day.
Oh yes, the second Miramar and the fifth game of the day is here. So far, if we are looking of the plane trajectory, it is going a complete to the northern favored plane line. To the El Azhar it goes. Southern side, Neptura, you talked about
Mm.
Los Leons. The plane line is not even close to that. If anyone wants to go there, they have to like find some trajectories. They have to find some vehicles for themselves. And that's about it. Other than that, we might see some clash drops near the Picado, maybe even the San Martin area. El Pozo has 2 teams, and in the back line, there's another team as well.
Sure is. I'm just kind of watching. Okay, so Skyforce not going to have a great time because they're getting hot dropped. They don't normally get hot dropped on this location, but you know what? They're going to have to get that anyway. NB Esports, though, going at it in El Pozo, not taking each side of the city like last time. The zone is taking sides as well. Going down to that south side, so people are going to wish they hot dropped Los Leones if they could have, but it's not going to happen just yet. Oh, Kaz, 1 HP, my dude. What's going on with that?
That's some That's some early fights that's happening. Once again, it's Team NBE Sports. They're taking the fight, but Akaz, there we go. He gets taken down at T2K. T2K, that's 3 elimination to your
Whoa.
name, but just joining with the 3-man and losing even that, you're on the duo and you're on your own. Oh no.
Not looking too spicy, that's for sure. It's gonna be a difficult one for them, but at least he's not inside the building. That would be worse because they have that momentum coming through there. But what we gonna see here, IHC again with the hot drops coming in here. Alex narrowly missing it, but does go down anyway. The Tommy gun just too good. Alex going out, and it's just Demo. What is up with IHC today? Ooh, wow.
Oh, I don't know. IHC is actually going out of the match really early into the game. NBE Sports is out as well. Okay, we might see some early aggression, a lot of them at this time. Skyforce versus the Team Genesis Esports. There goes the grenade, but no! It missed! The player is alive. He goes back into the building, and Nurzed misses his shots as well. But oh my god, this is going to be chaotic. Skyforce, the 4-man standing against the Team Genesis Esports. Anyone that makes a mistake instantly dies.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not going well. Oh, I see. Rogue out there drowning. I think he must have gone AFK at some point there. He did end up drowning out somewhere, so they were only a 3-man team at the end. Potentially a disconnect going on there. But yeah, Skyforce still full squad, but they don't look like they've done a whole lot of fighting just yet. They are up against Genesis. Genesis have been in and out so far today. They've had some really good games, but at the same time have gone out a couple of times really early as well. So going to have to see how that goes for them. But we are down to 14 teams in 4 minutes. It's not the quickest, but it's definitely not too bad at all that we are seeing this go down. Stage 1 just about to close on in. The zone is on its way, guys. You've only got 4 minutes to get inside.
You only have 4 minutes to get inside that circle, and Miramar circle is not something to like mess around with. If you stay too much outside, you're not gonna find your way inside of that circle without receiving a lot of damage. But 14 teams, and some of them are still kind of like in the closest vicinity of each other, not taking those fights. I'm getting like eager to see how the teams will like aggress upon each other. So far it's Genesis and Skyforce, the top 2 teams that we usually talk about have the most potential. These are the 2 teams that's up against each other. West Carry on the top of the building. On the frontal side, we are seeing the team Skyforce not making a single sound against this team. But West Carry trying to find the different like locations to find out the players. DTD doing the same thing, going near the Team T2K. And we saw them to the complete western area. Now they have entered the El Pozo region, El Pozo city. So the fight can be like seen in a short while. But Skyforce and Genesis Esports and Neptura, let me tell you, this fight is not going to happen in the next 5 minutes. I can tell you it's not going to happen.
No.
It's going to take more than that.
No, unless it is unless somebody is going to get this crazy knock and then they decide to make the push. It's one of those stalemate situations where everybody just kind of sits and waits, and you know, that might not be the worst thing in the world for them. We'll have to see how this one goes, but you're right, I don't think anybody's trying to make a move just yet. Icy's trying to get some angles, but he's not really going to be able to do much just yet. They're in zone, they have time.
They definitely do. They have the time, but the time is something you have to like. I think you should use the time instead of like waiting for the other team to come out. Use that to devise your strategy for the next circle, next rotation. And so far, these 2 teams, as they're like together against each other, they don't have the luxury to do that. They're more focused on each other than they're focused on the circle. Stage 2 is going to close in 1 minute and 49 seconds, and it's already the corner of the circle. What makes you think you might have the second circle? the chances of that is really, really grim. If you're lucky, super lucky, then yes. Aside from that, no. But DTD, look at that. They're taking the cars. That's a car trade that we are actually seeing. 2 Astro in the meanwhile. They're also kind of scattered. Leo super away from his team. I want to see where Fearless, Gray, and Krita is, kind of, because even in the minimap, I'm not seeing them. Oh, what?
Interesting. 1 minute to go. We'll be seeing how things go there as we just wait for something to kick off. Just do something, ma'am. Come on. We're waiting.
Come on.
We haven't had a team go out in 5 minutes. Come on now.
Oh, it is the first 2 minutes fight, and after that, it's a complete silence from everyone. Even Skyforce that did try to take the fight first. Now they're like, okay, we're gonna wait it out. But finally, the circle's about to close in 30 seconds. We're finally gonna see where the teams are going to get headed into. But I can see another team, a third party closing in. It is the team A1 TMT. The last match, the Chicken Takers are here for a third-party aggression. The grenade, Icy's hand. Oh, you don't want to get up from this position. You are on the easiest target for the team A1 TMT if they have the scopes.
They absolutely are. Oh, I'm trying to figure out which side is going to fare worse from this third party. Oh, Master Chi getting taken down there. So that's going to be Skyforce moving across. And I think Genesis could get into some real trouble here. Either KMT are going to stay up there, which I think would probably be the best option for them. Either they're going to stay up there and try to third party whoever wins, or KMT are going to try and shoot on the other side through those windows, and that's where Genesis is going to suffer here. So we will see how it goes, but Skyforce, I don't think they've seen them yet, so they're going to be moving out in the open as well. So got to be very careful on that front. Just waiting for that smoke to come on through as the play zone takes out one of AOS.
There we go. The fights, the aggression finally kicking in. A1 TMT from the backside of the third party takes one player of the team, Skyforce, down, and at the same time, Genesis's players down as well. What? They're like, if we're making the situation equal, we're making it equal to both of you. But Genesis Esports, Mernet Boy comes in. Nerzet gets the confirmation. Psycho from the team DTD side is also down on his knees. And near them is the team AST. And DTD, they're going for that aggression outside the circle. And this is what I was talking about. The circle has been shifted. The circle has shifted. And it is not in the favor of both of these teams. It is actually 1,500 meters away. Skyforce Icy gets Marnet Boy down. It is all down to the last guy of the team, Genesis Esports. That is Smile. In fact, Smile, I do believe so, was that guy. But Icy given the revive. Master Itchy is there. Okay, so there's two of the Team Genesis Esports player down, whereas for Team Skyforce, it is just Icy. Icy, it's all up to you. The final first aid kit, you're going to pop it off. You're going to go for the revival. Do your player have a first aid kit on his name that he can actually use? But the revival is definitely going to go there. The Team A1 TMT, they're not going to over push at this point, but they're definitely going to use the grenades. But Smile Top, jeez, grenade is going to receive. Is going to make its way. Icy gets that confirmation. Oh no, someone's getting the knock, someone's getting the elimination. This is what happens in the pure third party scenarios. Skyforce getting their first elimination as well. Top finally finding 4 first aid kits. Okay, that's a great number. But Icy do not even have a single one to his name. There goes the Molotov. Mernet Boy is going to receive a lot of damage because of that. He needs to run. He needs to get out of there, but he can't. Tops Molotov connects, and this might be the fight in the favor of the Team Skyforce in a little while.
It might just indeed, but Top has to get this res back up. KMT, I'm surprised that they did this, actually. KMS TMT. I'm very surprised. Genesis do go out, though, but I'm surprised they made this push. I guess they wanted to get it done. Get it done, they do. 5 eliminations, so I guess it was worth it in the end. But boys, you got 1,800 meters to go, 1,500 meters to go. Y'all gotta get your skates on, because this is taking way too long.
Get that nitro booster ready. Go in the circle. The gas cans are there. Pick them up. Do pick them up. You don't want to mess around with the fuel, because at any time, at any point, the fuel can run out. But going to the other teams, we are seeing 2A, METERSHOT, and another team super close in a tussle. And I think that's the CMF. Is that CMF that's here? In fact, bad intentions with really bad intentions for the other teams. They take one down, and Scray on his knees. Leo trying his level best to not give out his position to the players, but Arrow takes another player down. Another knockout from Team 2A's. Leo gets on the way. Maybe takes it serious. He needed his own team for some reason. Oh no, well, that is something that we have to be really careful on what the teams are actually going to do. 2A Leo has a grenade in his hand. Sirius in the meanwhile is taking the fight, and there we go. He gets a confirmation. METERSHOT is out of the match. Sir, team Bad Intentions versus 2 Astra. It is right now, but from the both angles, Eastern and Western, there are 2 different teams that entering the vicinity.
Yeah, they really are. Horaa being one of those. 2A gets the first elimination on 2BIT. Doesn't get the second, though. Yes, he does. Wait a second. Yes, he does. But he has to heal up now. He cannot continue. AOS is in the wings waiting to make that push in as well. We've got to make sure he's at his full potential. But down goes one. No, not quite. BIT going on out there. Unfortunately, only 3 eliminations. But top 10 for them, narrowly missing out on those placement points as well. 4MV, on the other hand, Horaa, 4MV, a full squad. That's nice to see. Horaa as well. So we'll be looking over at them and at AOS, who have just 2 up.
Oh my god. This has taken quite a turn for many of the teams, but 2 Astra versus the team AOS, they're kind of like in the closest vicinity, but they're not taking the fight. They're still waiting up for the opportunity, but for Miracle Vibes, no, bad. Do not do that again. Baron, you need to get back near your teammate. You need to like find a new circle first and foremost, but 2 Astra, the best thing that could have ever happened to them has happened. The circle is into their favor. But Satan, are you driving that car backward? Are you Mater, my man?
We've seen that a few times, actually, where they're reversing rather than driving. It's very odd.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're going to be trying to get in zone. This is actually a really nice compound to have. A really nice compound to have, because look at all that open area you have to cross to get up here. So 2A got a good spot, got a good thing happening, but Astra, nope, AST in the back there. They are getting surrounded pretty quickly. And that's the problem, you know. You have a place that's out in the open, so you have the advantage against people around you until somebody has a higher position, and then they can look straight at you. So you've really got to play that very, very carefully. Yeah.
Until someone else has the higher ground against you, then the thing goes completely different. But so far, Horaa Esports taking the fight. Okay, one player gets taken down from A1 TMT. Okay, we are down to the top 9 teams. 15 minutes so far has been passed. Horaa still with the 1 elimination. All the 4-man still standing. They are going again in this match, I do believe, for a chicken dinner. They're trying, but they might not get that winner chicken dinner if that's how like passive that they're going. They need to find the circles. They need to have like the advantage of the circle as soon as the circle is made, but I don't think so that 4MB will let this opportunity go by. Dog gets a knockout on Satan, and there we go. 1 knockout. After that, the rest of the team is going to scatter all around the scenarios. A moment ago, they were a complete squad, but now they're kind of falling apart.
Yeah, just a little bit. Horaa has found their own compound, but I'm not sure it's exactly inside zone. But for MV, they're back again. 0 eliminations so far, so no change there, but they are that full squad, and they are looking for more. Very nice spray there, but not going to be enough. We do see AOS taken out to a 1-by-1. Nice little knock there, DXD. So we got a twofold thing happening here. Apex taking care of Leo and DXD as well. Oh, it's looking pretty busy so far. We're looking at 4MV, DXD, AST, all having 4 players standing each.
But AOS, there we go. A1 TMT, they got them down and out of the match. A1 TMT still surviving with the duo. Now they have the 6 elimination, same as 2 Astra. Astra, the best part for them is not only they have the circle advantage to their name, but also the complete squad. They not only got into the fights, but they made sure that all the fights that they have gone into, they won it. They have made sure to win those fights and got that like 4-man standing still into the match.
No.
But DXD now will have the circle. I think 2 Astra, the circle shifted. The circle has shifted from their side. Leo, as I don't know why he's a solo on the top of the mountain. Where's the rest of his team?
Yeah. Maybe they're just outside of render for the program that we can use to see that. Slipknot does get one of the AST guys, so it is working for now, but 4MV continue to hold a space, so that's going to be really interesting to watch coming in here. We just have to wait. I mean, the zone coming in 9 seconds, so these guys got to make a very quick decision. KSTMT looking like they're in the worst spot imaginable right now.
Oh no, Fearless takes Mamba down. There's not enough time for the revival, but there goes some more shots. There goes some more damage on the player. And 2 Astra, finally, with the damages that they have dealt against the team A1 TMT, A1 TMT is out of the match. 2 Astra secured their 7th elimination. Not a single player on the verge of being eliminated so far. Team Leo taking the team fight with the team AST. 2 down for the AST sides. 4MV also taking fight against Team Horaa. They get eliminated. We are down to the top 5 within the 20-minute marker. So all of these fights that's actually happening, it's gonna prolong for a little bit more because some of the teams, like 70% of the teams, I'd say, is still at the corner of the circle. So they still want to take the fights against each other. Buff is one of, I'd say, the final hope for the team because the rest of the team has decided to move away. He's gonna go and he's gonna make sure that revival is actually carried out. 4MV in the meanwhile, they're also trying to get into the circle, but the car burst down. Oh no, it's gonna bring a lot of chaos for you from this point onward. But Leo versus AST, one player of AST is kind of down. He will get the revive pretty soon, I do believe, but no, Leo says a no. 2 down. That's almost 2 down. Second one goes down, but the first one gets instant revival on his name. Apex, Leo. Oh, that was a beautiful burst of spray. Straight all 3 bullets on the head.
Oh, this is a rough rotation, though. I'm not sure what he was thinking here. Yeah, he's gonna get just completely blindsided both by Doc over there and Baron on the other end there. This could get really... What? No way he got that made.
Oh.
Wow. I was not expecting that at all. Big GG's coming in that way. At least Wally will have this angle a little bit. Yeah, he got to try, but he's not going to get it done. Doc does go down. Now we have a 4v3, v4, v3, v4. Very, very even. I think this is probably the most populated top 5 we've seen so far. It's about to get a little emptier, though. Oh, Slipknot can't quite make it past the ridge, but down they go anyway. It doesn't matter. AST gonna be going on down there just a little bit. GG's.
Come on, Leo. You had the perfect opportunity to take that knock zone player down as your elimination, but you missed. You missed those shots. He goes out of the circle as well. You did not receive that elimination, did you? Yes, you did not. Only 2 for the team Leo so far, but they're taking the fight against the team 2 Astra. 1 player, Scray, is down. On the other side, we are seeing the team 2 Astra taking the fight against the team AST as Tribe AEROMACY gets eliminated. Scray gets also the elimination on himself. Leo versus the team DXD is definitely happening. Haitami gets the confirmation onto Janv. Another elimination comes into the way. 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 4. Leo has the most man advantage. Krita also receiving the damage from the Mini 14. Tap fires. Krita is on his knees. And the rest of the 2 players on the team 2A is Astra as a player have also been spotted. Now it's just the Mini 14's work to take the player down. Can you do that? Can you do that? 1 tap, 2 tap, both misses. Third one will go. Fearless will receive the damage, but Slipknot does not slip. Takes Fearless down. It is over for almost the 2 Astra as their final man is struggling to stay and survive.
I'm very surprised at 2A actually for deciding to full send to this area and to really double down on that. So that's going to be interesting. That's an interesting take for sure. I'm not sure that's really gone in their best interest. But honestly, a top 4 and 10 eliminations, they can't be too mad about that. I think they'll do a good job anyway. But yeah, I think he's going to go down there. Nicely done from Leo, creeping up those points. 2A going out. That leaves 3 teams left alive. And Leo with 7 eliminations, looking very, very good.
Agreed. But the fight's still happening. The fight's not going to happen. Even though it's the top 3, they're not going to stop. Leo has the best advantage. A moment ago, Leo just had 2 eliminations. Now, suddenly, in the blink of an eye, they got the 7 eliminations to their name. Malaboy is going to receive that nade onto themselves. It's going to hit, and there we go. DXD, Malaboy, is on his knees, and nobody... His location is also somewhat compromised. Liquid know that there is some footsteps, there is some sound from the top of the mountain, and that is one of the reasons they're actually looking at that position. But Malaboy's kills got stolen for MV. That's the 6th one.
Wow.
That you're gonna receive. Devil X Dragon in the meanwhile gets a completion on them, and in fact it is 4MV that got both of the team like DXD's players down, making the fight a 3 versus 3, 24 minutes into the match. Who will have the winner chicken dinner? One team has 7 elimination, the other one does the same. It is same on the circle, same on the positions, and same as the man advantage. But this grenade, oh my goodness, it's gonna do a lot of damage. One goes down, he receives another damage. Baron takes Leo Slipknot down as well, and from the back angle for Miracle Vibes, getting that final nail on the coffin. 10 eliminations and a winner chicken dinner.
Oh my goodness, that was such a fantastic fantastic game from them, really coming back from the back right there, right? I mean, who thought from there they were going to win? They had the low ground, they had some really good ridges, and they had a full squad. That's going to help. But, you know, you had Leo up there, you had people in compounds. It was looking really, really good. So, for 4MV to come back and win that, really nicely done. Well played.
That is definitely a really, really, like, well-played match. But still, there is one more match, I do believe so, left. If I'm correct, this was the match number 5, and Erangel is still around the corner. Erangel is still there. Whosoever, like, is trying their level best to, like, secure as much point as possible, Erangel is your next best queue. You have to make sure that you give out your 110% in the Erangel match. 4MV, they have outperformed themselves in this one. They played tremendously good. But yes, it's up to the final match for today. And how the teams are actually going to play that, this is my question. So far, going to the 4 Miracle Vibes, to the damage stats, 537 damage. Baron, Doc, 488 damage, 425 for Apex, and 223 for Volley. A total of 10 eliminations, and still on the overall ranking of 20? No.
Whoa. Wow. Okay. Oh no. Okay, no, that's a mistake. That's an old graphic.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all good. Because I was gonna say there ain't no way. I mean, I know they've done badly today, but not that badly. Let's be real. Yeah. No. So that is ignore that, everybody. But yeah, they haven't had a fantastic day so far. They've been okay. Apex certainly going out on Miramar, just getting all those eliminations. But this is a really, really good win for them. It's going to boost them up. There we go. 17th place. There we go. We've corrected it now. So not bad. They're just shy of that top 16 spot, but looking very, very good. They are back in form. They are back in the running. So big GG's heading over to them.
A great GG's moment heading for them, definitely. But going to the match summary, 18 revivals, 25 minutes, and I'm seeing 18 revivals. Okay, I am a little pissed about that. But aside from that, everything counts out right. 54, 56, 8,000 healings, throwable is 172, 11 headshots. Okay, that's a good number of headshots right there. But Orbit, Bad Intentions Orbit is going to be the guy that has 372 meters off that elimination. But once again, with this, now the moment of truth, how the teams are going to have those points for themselves in the match standing. Let's go and take a look at that, because 20 points for the team for MV. Then we are seeing 2 Astras, 10 eliminations to their name as well, 14 points. And right with this, Leo, 13 points, 8 for DXD, 7 for AST, 7 for A1TMT, and the number is kind of regressing super really down.
It is, yeah, very, very dominant in the top half in terms of those eliminations. 4MV with 10 and 2A with 10 as well. Tell you what, 2A did some really, really good work there, to be honest. They held down that compound for a very long time. I do question their overall decision to go to that hay shack. I do question that quite a bit. But at the same time, they held on long enough where, you know what, they had to just kind of full send into zone, and they didn't really care because they were already top 4, already had 10 eliminations. It's all good. It's fine. Leo, though, of course, is going to be one of the Leo players up here as our MVP with 353 longest elimination distance. That's got to be one of the guys up on that cliffside. 4 eliminations to 1,000 damage. So this guy putting in the work.
Oh, he definitely put in the work for his team, because 600 extra damage, it's not something that you can pull off and not get those eliminations. Definitely something went wrong in the midst of that. But going to the elimination, the damage stats, 2,100 damage. Are my eyes deceiving me too? Astra, oh my goodness. 1,600 damage to 10 eliminations for Miracle Vibes, 1,891 for Team Leo. Then the 1,000 markers just goes away. It is 900, 700, 800, 400 in the midst of that with the Horaa, T2K, A1TMT. There's the Team AST. There's Team Drsgaming, and that's about it. Less than 1,000 damage that these guys have secured for themselves. But GG's to the top 3 of the damage, most damage stats, Leo, Astra, and for Miracle Vibes.
Yeah, most definitely. A really, really good job. And a strong, strong result here for the Miramar, the final Miramar of the day. I mean, what are we looking for coming into tomorrow? Because, we are going to be having just the 5 games here today. There will be 7
Yep.
tomorrow instead. So we're going to have to end it here today. But, what are we kind of thinking of coming into tomorrow? I mean, we have the same amount of matches, but it's going to be longer tomorrow. So
Yeah.
hopefully we're going to see a continuation of that aggression. 4MV ending the day very, very well here. What teams are you looking forward towards very quickly before we go off? What teams are you looking forward tomorrow?
I was even looking for Team Skyforce today, but they're not consistent for some reason. I don't know why, what's happening
Yeah.
to them, because the moment we see them, they get instantly eliminated at that time. But yes, 4MV is one of another name that are doing a great deed. A1TMT, the fans, the hearts of the fans are with them as well, but at the same time, they are doing a really good job staying in the consistent top 4, top 5 positions. But that's about it for today. The tomorrow's the 7 matches, how well the teams are actually going to perform in that, because it gives the opportunity for the teams for an extra match to know and think of their new strategy and apply it on towards the tomorrow's matches.
It does indeed. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye here, but don't be late tomorrow. We got 7 big matches headed your way for the final day of the league stage. So, same time, same place. And until then, have a fantastic day.
It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immense. Would you ever show me through? It's such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever say It's such a pain to close my eyes.